Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello, this is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey! Is the equation lagging? It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer's here. Hey, Sam.
Hey.
Your wife is here. I got to adjust her camera, but
My wife?
my wife.
Hello.
Crystal Vann in the house.
Yeah, listen, I wasn't on the camera last time I was in here, which is really shameful.
One half
Give the
of
people what they want to see.
one half of the Bart Merrick team. The spicier half. Bart's
The
very.
fun half.
All right, you're gonna have to
I'll
take
take
that up
it.
with Bart. I'm not insulting Bart Merrick like that.
Hold on.
He's fun.
Bart goes out more than Crystal does.
That's true.
That
He's-
is true.
That is true.
He's out of the bar.
Trivia,
Yeah.
Yeah,
does
all
the
the people
trivia.
around town know
Wait,
Bart.
Bart, like right now, he's like
He's
in
high in
yeah,
Poland, I think.
right now he's in Poland.
No, he's back.
Oh,
He's back at it.
A couple things. We have a brand new merch pre-sale on tomandan.com.
We do.
It's going to be up for 3 weeks, and Danger Brain put this together, and it's the Mediocre Tar amateur. It's not amateur, it's like baseball.
well,
always messing it up.
It's the warning track collection, and for you baseball lovers, I'm a new baseball guy. You can get basically that
Minor
style of like Major League, minor league. It started with me starting to collect baseball hats, and minor league teams notoriously have really good logos, cool logos, and crazy colors.
Oh, yeah, I saw the. Okay.
And I was like, man, I want that for us. And the Danger Brain guys were like, Sebastian and his brother were like, yeah. Sebastian's like, yeah, I can do this. I will make you your own minor league baseball team, the Orlando Tom and Dan Mediocre Tars. I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we have it on the website now. It is a fully fitted real baseball hat. What do I mean by fully fitted? I am a 7 1/4. So you got to have your hat size to get these hats. And it's a pre-order, and it is a real baseball hat with the highest quality, of being made by hand in Jackson. Well, made by hand in China by little kids. But it's designed and put together by the fine folks at Dome. They're a Jacksonville company, Florida owned. And I'm just really excited about it. It's going to be awesome.
9 sizes available.
Yeah.
For the fitted.
And also, we're going to have all of our merch, our beach party merch up. There could be a possibility it all sells out at the beach party tomorrow. But if it doesn't, whatever's left.
We got some new tank tops. What
tank
else we got?
tops.
Straw hats.
We've got kid straw hats, adult straw hats, the new Tom and Dan.
Well, I thought the kid straw hats were just to lure kids to the tent.
My sons love theirs.
Yeah, Maisie likes. Well, Maisie, she's okay with it.
So everything he's bringing to the beach party are that there's a new men's independent logo tank top, ladies independent tank top, new BDM shirt that we have.
Haven't seen that yet.
Again, the new straw hat, both adult and kids, the dry bag, beer tubes, new headbands, and a Silipint.
Yes.
We have a new
Whose
song.
idea was that beer tube that didn't sell? Whose idea was that? That was my idea. That was me. That's a Dan Dennis original. Yeah, I was like, this is the greatest. Everybody will want to be carrying around a tube of beers. How many can you fit in there? 5. You can't fit 6. 6 ones for your hands.
So they get nice and hot.
Yeah,
While
carry
you're
around
carrying it
a
around.
hot
It's
tube
like a
of White Claw.
koozie.
Yeah.
It's a koozie
It's a
tube.
toozy koozie.
It's a koozie.
God damn it. Speaking
By the
of-
way, back to drinking. I'm having a White Claw. Let's do it. Yeah,
Buy-
let's go.
buy all the merch.
Let's fucking go.
Let her rip.
Let's fucking go.
Buy all the merch so Eric doesn't have to pack it all back up.
Wait. So where was the where was the line that you broke?
244.
No. That was the days.
Yeah.
No, but where was it? It was at Little Murphy's.
Little
Scruffy Dogs?
Little Murphy's.
Whoa, what are you talking about now? Oh, where
It
are
was
you?
at
Little Indies.
Little Indies.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's it, right? And now you can't. Now you're off the wagon.
Well, but I'm still like keeping it between the lines.
Yeah.
You know, like
It
I try
starts
to
that way.
I try to do 2. It does. She's right. She's not wrong.
Come on, let him drink again.
I'm not saying she
said let him drink
live
again.
your life.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
My
I'm just
God.
saying.
I
This
thought
whole
you would
year-
support me.
I do support you.
I thought you would support me getting drunk and
but
yelling
what
at
I'm
my family.
saying is, whoever hosted that fantasy football draft
Oh, they're to
at
blame.
that place
Yeah.
is to blame
Cabin boy.
for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cabin
Oh.
boy. The judge.
Mr. Gigtoberfest.
That way we know.
Cabin
said
boy.
not to mention that.
Host,
He begged
That's
me.
coming up, isn't it?
He was lead judge at
begged
Gapetoberfest,
me.
and he was like, you know
He
what?
said he'd fight me.
He's like, you know what's more fun?
He's
like,
beefy, too.
You know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
more fun than Gapetoberfest? Getting Dan drunk and watching him yell at his family.
So speaking of getting drunk, we got our beach party tomorrow, and a bunch of my friends.
You're red today, dude. You are
Okay.
so red.
Why-
And
you
the-
sound-
well,
you're
I
defending
I
me.
read it for the chat room.
What, his skin?
Yeah, it's blotchy.
it?
It's
Oh.
bright.
These
so
lights are too.
I didn't. When I walked
too
in here, I
revealing.
almost sat on your face because I thought it was the couch.
Oh my god.
So, a bunch of my friends from Miami are coming up to this beach party.
Tell me Pudge is going to be there.
No Pudge.
I think
Pudge
he
is
had
God
No.
damn it.
No
That's all I
Pudge.
want.
the
No
union.
Pudge
got
on the
him.
beach?
Yeah. Pudge on the beach.
So we're going over to the beach early today to stay with the Wizard. And all our friends are going to be hanging
Yeah,
out. Party.
mansion. I saw it finally.
Yeah?
It's like a mansion.
Wizard
and-
Mansion?
Yeah, it's like a 2-story mansion with
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pool.
I was like, how the hell did you
It's-
get this?
it's
You work
awesome.
for the government,
His-
and your wife's a nurse.
His pool has a pool. There's a little
Poolception?
There's a little pool that you walk into, and then you can sit in that. And then if you decide to
No,
swim,
he-
there's another pool.
He got
I
that.
like
He
that.
got that house because of my wife. Because
My wife.
he was like before it blew up, like right in the middle of the pandemic. Before everything.
Then that's why you should go with the Barbaric team because that
No.
shit's awesome. It's an
Anyway.
awesome house.
So I made a mistake last night.
What'd
Because
you do? Did you
Just
get
one?
drunk and yell
Saw
at-
it.
did you get
I
drunk
saw
and
it
yell at your
coming,
family?
too.
One.
and Crystal says she's like, I was gonna mention something, but then I said, you're gonna yell at me.
You were gonna mention
All
what's
right,
happening.
all right. Oh, so first night of football.
You
First,
do not look red. You look very clear, bright-eyed.
Well, she has been. She stopped
Are you
drinking.
sober?
Like,
You're sober.
Oh,
I can
that's
tell.
why.
I can
Sober,
tell with
yeah.
your
Got that
eyes.
clear skin.
Your
Come
eyes
on,
are
you
bright
can't tell.
white. Yes, you can. Look at her eyes.
Yeah.
Her eyes look
can't
like a
see
piece
as
of
a blurry.
white
okay.
computer paper.
I
Get
do
your
have
glasses.
to say, I haven't had any alcohol in a month, which for some people might not be a big deal, but I've been drinking, for like 10 years,
deal. Yeah, that's a big
Don't
So-
tell people.
Oh, well, whatever. I don't
It's
really care. Everybody else does too. But I haven't lost 1 pound, Daniel. And I thought you stopped drinking and like
I did.
the pound
Okay,
just
but have
melted
you
off.
You gotta stop.
substituted drinking with snacking and like
Yeah.
sugary stuff?
If you-
How dare you?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens a
Yeah,
lot.
that's what I
because
am.
you-
I'm so sorry. You're fired.
Well, you,
Okay, yeah, because
You
I
lack
lost the
sugar, exactly.
And then like every now and
Yeah.
then I want a little Snickers or something.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, like a full-size
I'm
bar?
here. I'm there
A
with you.
little mini.
I had Snickers
Halloween.
last night.
Yeah, a little bite size.
Little Halloween
Maisie's
size.
teacher's giving her, Maisie pulls a full-size large Snickers out of her backpack. I go, where'd you get that? She goes, the teacher said.
That's too big for a teacher to give
full
out.
size. And
No.
the teacher said to Maisie, I go, where'd you get that? She said, Maisie goes, the teacher said, if we're quiet, at the end of the period, we get a full candy bar every day.
So she sends him home with all the candy.
And I go, this fucking teacher's a genius.
But also,
No,
Genius.
just give out a dum dum. You don't need to give a whole
No,
Snickers.
and Maisie
A
said,
dum-dum.
she started with Dum Dums. She's like, Dum Dums are bullshit. The
Yeah.
candy bars where it's at.
can we talk about the current state of elementary school?
It's just candy bribery. Is all it is.
Well, not only are they getting candy, like
Did you guys not get that when you were in elementary
No,
school?
I
No,
never
I
got
never
Are you
got
crazy?
candy.
I didn't have candy till I was like 32 years old.
Oh, wow.
in school, and also we didn't have snack time.
No,
Whatever we went,
snack
we had
time.
No, I
had
didn't
lunch.
have snack time.
we went to a brown cafeteria.
Yeah,
Oh, at like 10:30 a.m.
And then you go to the brown cafeteria, and then you walk in and you get your tray, and your tray is also brown, but light brown.
Yeah.
It's a light brown tray.
And milk with
And then
pizza.
all
Like, what
the
the
food
fuck?
they
Who
put on
decided
there-
milk and pizza
and then
went
they
together?
put all the brown food on the light brown tray, and then you walk out, you get a roll.
Yeah, then
That was the best part of it. You'd sustain life with roll and ranch dressing. I dip my roll in ranch dressing.
and then an old ghoul would give you
Slop.
gruel.
Yeah. Ghoul gruel.
Yeah, this is my gruel.
You
I'm
know,
a ghoul.
Like today is lunch with grandparents day. Like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Lunch or grandparents
What if you
day.
don't have grandparents?
Yeah,
That's
all-
fucked.
yeah.
They make fun of you.
Oh, my grandparents died early too, and they were awesome.
They also do donuts with dad.
I don't like that. They took that away in Baldwin Park. I don't do donuts with Dad. Now they do like oh, what do they do? It's something healthy. It's like sprouts with that. Some bullshit.
When did
And
they
it
start
doesn't
involving parents so much with
when parents
school
stopped
stuff?
being involved.
No,
You see, like when parents decided they didn't want to be involved
But
is
I
when
feel
the
like
school
parents
started
were never
forcing
involved.
it.
No, you know what it is?
Right. My parents were definitely
Unless you
less
signed up for the
involved.
PTA, then you
Yeah.
didn't give a shit about the school, right?
When
Didn't even go to meet the teacher night.
This happened because it's so easy to communicate now, and that's the only reason. Like now, you can send messages straight to the
that's
parents.
true.
Too much access, yeah.
And then you're like, let's do dress like a 99-year-old.
Like, you can't say you didn't know about it because I texted you to your cell phone.
Hey, let's do lunch with the grandparents. Like
This is terrible.
my Meemaw was the nicest lady in the world.
Sweet, very
she
sweet.
had no idea what school I even went to.
Hell no.
like she would never go to my school. Like, when do your grandparents
My-
go to your school
I'm
and have
so-
lunch with you?
I'm so old. My grandparents thought that they're like, is he done chopping wood? Has he gone in the army yet? Like I was supposed to chop wood and then go in the army. Right?
I agree with you that there's like it's
What is-
easier to communicate now, but I also feel like I'm not involved in the school at all unless I'm invited specifically. Like I can't just go into the school.
I
Where I
don't
feel like
like
my
being-
mom would just walk to my classroom or something if she needed me, or you know what I mean? Like you can't talk to the teachers anymore. It's all done through email. So
Yeah.
while it's easier to communicate, I feel like I'm
Less personable.
It's less personal interaction with the staff.
Oh,
COVID-
they
COVID
locked
did
it down.
that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
well, for
school
us,
shootings did that.
Well, that's true. But COVID for us
Well,
was kind of like
yeah.
the line in the sand of like, oh, this has changed now, and now it's all through email.
Yeah, I'm okay with it to some degree, but
Yeah, me
honestly,
too.
I'm over communicated. Tommy has
Oh, yeah.
like a reflection binder I have to look at. He has a planner I have to look at and sign. I get a weekly email. I get a monthly newsletter. There's also Skyward where you have to go in and look at their grades. It's like I have like 6 places I have to look for. There's also Google Classroom or whatever, and it's just too much.
Am I a bad parent that I don't know
Yes.
anything about this? Like I don't know
mean,
what the binder. Like if
here's
if
what I
Crystal
do.
Why don't
died,
you help her out so she doesn't have to do all of it?
He makes the breakfast.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
compromise?
Yeah.
One breakfast for 10 emails?
Tom and I've been talking about this. You got to find your strength and you got to run with it.
Yeah,
I heard he had Pedialyte this morning.
Yeah. Well, they'll talk about it.
Or as
Oh,
Tom
oh,
says,
we'll talk about
Pediasure.
it. It was Pediasure.
Okay, let's-
Tommy calls it healthy drink.
let's
He's so
go back to
sweet.
that. So
Healthy.
All right.
drink.
Last night.
yeah, so it's Thursday Night Football. It's the first
Yeah,
opening
buddy,
game of the
let's
season.
go.
You're excited to see Ozzy Osbourne.
Let's fucking go. You are Ozzy Osbourne.
Because I got into gambling as my only hobby, that and plants. I was betting on week 1 games.
I bet your plants can feel it too. I bet they're so scared that you're gonna leave. They're like, he's gonna go away for months.
I was betting on week 1 games back in May when the lines came. Like
Right.
I've been looking for it, like the fantasy, all
The
these
minute it came out,
guillotine
yeah,
leagues.
you'll
where
make fun of the guy that gets an iPhone the day it comes out, but the lines come
Yeah.
out. That's fine. That's
anyway,
okay.
so last night I was extra excited and
I heard a little.
started a little early.
It was like
That's what bonus
6:30.
is.
Because usually I try to push, but like I used to wait until the
No,
kids go to
I tell
bed.
you, got to go early, man.
No, but I can't go early because then I
can't
go
stop.
because I go late.
I mean,
if
the
I go
way
early, I
that
go
I
late.
Go early 'cause
The way that
I
I
go
used, the way that I used to drink, not now, but the way that I used to drink, it's a opening weekend of football. It's like as soon as we're done recording, I'm like, we drink until football.
Well,
That's
you start drinking when you are recording.
Yeah. Well, I am now, but I'm just saying that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you do. You drink into football.
But I also have a person
drunk.
that's monitoring what I'm doing at all times. So like I can't go early because
Well, I
You
mean,
did yesterday,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
didn't say anything.
yeah, you
And
got to
this-
power through the heat of the eyeballs. You got to not worry about it.
I kept looking over, like, is that a LaCroix he's opening?
Yeah.
Not
You gotta
LaCroix.
not worry
I try to
about it.
hide the cans.
Yeah, me too.
It's a White Claw on ice.
Whose idea was it to make White Claw cans tall and LaCroix cans small?
Make them, make them the size of
uniform.
a regular can. God
So I
damn
could
it!
do that trick that Mexicans have been doing on job sites for a year, where you take an X-Acto knife and you cut down the side of the Coke can and you wrap it around the Budweiser can.
Yeah.
Put White Claw in a LaCroix can.
Right.
Idiots.
I know.
Anyway, so
They did that by mistake at the beginning of COVID, I believe, because I think August showed us one. It was like a fat White Claw. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yes, fat White Claw's finally
Well, the
here.
surges are fat, but they're also tall.
Too
as
tall.
Shit, yeah.
Too tall.
So
We need a
much.
standardized chub White Claw.
So anyway, I started a little earlier than I used to.
How early?
How early we
She
talking?
said 6:30.
And then
Had you already made dinner or?
well,
What
Crystal
was
makes
for dinner?
now.
What's for dinner?
I didn't do the dishes though because I woke up and I'm trying to make breakfast and I'm like, oh god, fucking fruit flies.
Fruit flies.
There were no fruit flies.
Fruit
Don't
flies at
lie.
one night.
Tommy's watching TV, squinting with no glasses on.
Just like Daddy.
And then I'm like, where are your glasses? And then I'm trying to make myself a coffee, and I'm like, oh shit, my pants. Anyway,
You were making
heard-
coffee and shit your
I
pants.
was in bed this morning, and I heard all this he's like
Clanging around.
slamming
Yeah.
the drawer, the silverware
I was
drawer.
so mad.
He's
Anger.
opening everything really hard and closing it really hard,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, man, I'm still sleeping. Can you be quiet?
Oh, don't make a video about that and put it on TikTok
I
because
knew
you will
you
get
felt
people
bad.
bitching at you.
For sure.
And
How many did you think you?
Anyway, I just went more than normal, and it just felt
You're
like
a bit
shit.
of a mystery with your numbers. I don't know how many you consume, sir.
I don't know exactly, but
know.
it's enough to feel poisoned.
Oh, Crystal
and,
knows.
And then
She's got the
Eight?
count.
Are we doing eight?
In the
It's
morning,
the number.
I don't
It's the
think it was
number
that
you
much.
said you shouldn't do.
I don't know
Nine.
what that is.
Exact
I don't
13.
even know what that
Nine.
is. No, it wasn't that
Number
much. No,
nine.
no, that it would be. I wouldn't even be able
I
to
think you
function.
say that, but I can remember
Anyway.
blowing through a 12-pack of White Claw and then getting another
No,
12-pack
it's-
and drinking
Was
that
there
and
also,
still functioning.
No way. Too
THC
much.
medication involved.
Yeah.
a
But
little bit.
that's supposed to help me stop or like.
But it didn't.
you can push past it.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the problem. So I did that last night, and I'm feeling this today, and then tonight.
You're going to do it again.
Yeah,
Well, my
that's what I
friends
said.
are in town,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I can't do it again. I tell Chris, I'm like, Chris,
Well, then
you
you
can't
have to lock yourself
you
in
have
your
to-
bedroom like a werewolf. You have to be,
yeah,
I'm
you
sorry, I
will.
can't come out. They'll be like, where are you?
Chain yourself to the bed.
All my
I can't come
friends-
out. I have to stay inside.
Andres is in town.
Yeah.
He's the one who's gonna.
Because he promotes the
Push
party,
you over.
Yeah.
club movie, and he's
Yeah,
out there,
yeah.
and then he's like, "We
As
got a
soon
party."
as he takes
and
off
he gets
his
excited.
hat, I've noticed when the hat comes off and the sunglasses come off, and I'm like, oh no, now it's serious.
Yeah.
Now we're really drinking.
And he still goes to like
Yeah.
nightclubs and shit. I don't understand how he does it.
If he gets control of your Bluetooth and starts DJing, you're done for, dude.
So
you're done for.
But this reminded me what a lot of BDMs are doing because Sam, she got invited to a BDM pre-party tonight.
I may have,
I've actually been invited to quite a few.
I didn't get
Yeah.
invited to one.
I may have gotten
I didn't
one.
get any
one
invite.
I don't think they think you guys party.
Well, I would not. I would decline. But I
you want the
to be
invite.
invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be included.
It's bathing suit optional.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
I want to be invited
They
to
know
every,
not
I
to invite
got
me
I
to
think
that.
I got one invite, but it wasn't for a party. It was like, hey, do you want to come play video games in our room?
Aw.
The medium,
The
game-
nerds
the
invited
nerd and
you.
the gamers. You know, we're doing some tabletop gaming. Settlers of Catan, and I have new dice.
But the BD, and this is the classic mistake that people make on our used to make on our cruises, and it's the
Oh, what? They fight with their wife and then they cheat and
No,
break
the
up?
pre-party.
It's
Oh,
the
Never
yeah.
you can't pre-party above
Going
25
hard
years
the
old.
first day of the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, but it's
cruise.
not fun to get there sober and then be like, okay, go. It's more fun to get there drunk and be like, I'm in it. I'm here.
Yeah, but this is not like we're hanging out in the AC and whatever. It's the beach during the day.
Hot
and
as
it's
hell.
hot
Oh,
outside.
boy.
Whose idea was this?
September.
And you
Oh.
got to bring the tent. Like a lot of people got to bring their tents from
I
their
don't
car
have a tent.
and
I'm
a
not even bringing
cooler.
a chair. I'm just showing up bathing suit.
Yeah,
I'm, like,
that's
I'm
fine.
here, no hat, no
Oh,
nothing.
minimalist.
Yeah.
And then so you lug everything to the beach. You set up all your stuff. I mean,
We brought
it's
way
hot.
too much shit to the beach last weekend. Can we talk about that for a
I
second?
loaded my truck with all the gifts and the Mo hats and stuff. I gotta bring that to the beach on tomorrow morning.
If I can't go to the beach, you guys saw me, and we had a wagon. We had like 9 boogie boards, a skim
too
board.
much.
Okay, but here's the thing.
I'm not doing that anymore. I
You
told
are.
Andrea, I said I'm not.
You are.
No.
You're going to do it every time.
I'm not.
Here's why. So this is what I've learned with our friends living at the beach now. When you can just walk to the beach 1 block from your house at 4:00 in the afternoon and spend an hour there, it's great. And you could do that all the time. You don't need to bring anything. It's already shaded.
Right.
But if you're going to drive an hour and a half to the beach and then, it's a long way. So you have to spend the whole day there, right? But you have to be prepared for an entire day in the beach.
What if? Okay.
The only way you cannot bring stuff is if you're only going for an hour.
Could I
Too
drive
long.
there? Could
You-
I
you can-
drive there and then do something in the car? Like talk to my family, do something. We get there, we enjoy 2 hours at the beach, hit a barbecue or seafood restaurant, make it a dinner, and then peace out.
That's the you don't.
Can
need
I do it like that?
You don't need to stay that long at the beach.
Yeah.
Like, you see, it was like, all right, waves, the beach, all right, I got it. Right.
I
get what
think
this is
4
about.
hours is too much.
Yeah.
I think 2 hours. The beach is 2 hours.
Yeah. Because you're hot as hell. You're like, all right, I get it. I see what this is
And
about.
can I tell you
Get
something?
the hell out of
I
here.
didn't want to talk about this, and we didn't talk about it this week. But the way that your wife and I were out there floating in the waves, and then she saw me get slammed down like Danny DeVito, like bam, like fat guy.
It happened to me too. Oh my God.
And I had sand in my butthole. I had sand in my foreskin that I can't get. I have sand still in my cock that I cannot get it out of it. It's in there.
Yeah, soak in a tub.
I can't get it out. There's sand in there. I'm ruined.
I haven't been to the beach with Daniel in a while, and this is a thing that shorter people have
You
to
can talk about it.
Okay.
Because
I didn't think about
at
that.
Satellite Beach there was a lot of waves. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, and like
It was very hard for me to navigate it because I am too small for the beach.
And when like you for us normal sized people, you're saying
normal.
That's fine.
You got to get away from where the waves break, but you can't go
swim
too
out past
deep.
the break.
Yeah, so you're standing, and when the wave comes, you just
I'm
kind
never
of jump.
standing. When I'm at the beach, I'm never standing. I'm always floating. I'm exhausted. By the end of the day, I'm like, fucking hey, I'm so
Treading
tired.
water out there.
You have to
For
jump
hours I tread water.
because you don't want the wave to go over your head. So you jump up, and then you
Yeah.
kind of float there like Jordan for a second, and the wave passes, then you land back. But Daniel, because
Yeah, I can't.
he was
I'm always
trying-
my feet underneath are like a duck's, always fluttering.
and he was
Above the water, I'm
annihilated
still.
by the waves.
Above the water, I'm
Oh,
perfectly
man.
still, and I'm high and drunk above the water. But below the water,
I did feel
it's a fucking hurricane below the
I
water.
did feel a little bit like I was cockholding you because me and Andrew were jumping in and
Yeah, you guys were enjoying yourselves.
You were 10 feet closer to the beach getting
Slammed.
slammed.
I couldn't make it out there where you guys are. I'm too weak to make
Why
it
didn't you
past
make that a TikTok? Come on,
well,
content.
We don't think about it.
But like,
You want him to make a TikTok?
Yes.
Not open it.
I can't hold my phone. We were the only thing. Our heads were above water, but we were jumping up while the waves are coming, and Daniel was getting shit slammed.
I got
every
shit
single
slammed
time.
in front of your wife so bad that I stood up and I did that move where I looked around to see if anybody else saw me, and
they
then
saw it.
I looked at you, and you had also fallen.
It
and I
happened
was-
to me too.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I was like, oh great, she fell too.
It's like it was the waves were breaking so shallow on the beach, but they were like really big waves.
Yeah, very
But then
violent.
they would break, and all of a sudden it was just sand. Like
Yeah,
there was
they're
no
like-
more ocean. You
Well,
know
it
what
was
I'm saying?
like all
Yeah.
blown out, and it had a nice trough for like a nice 2-footer to slam right into you and smack you.
Yeah, man, this one lifted me up, and then I put my leg down straight because I was like reaching for the ground with my leg, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I slammed on my leg, and it hurt my hip, and my back has been hurting ever
Mine too,
since.
and I had sand
Like-
everywhere inside of me. Like my balls
It was a
had
mess.
sand on my balls, and it had dried on the ride home. I guess I hadn't cleaned the sand off my balls.
Oh.
You know, in the shower
Oh, you got to.
It's hard because then your skin starts to mold around
you
it.
can't do that in public. Like I can't go to the public shower and start scratching my balls, right? That's just inappropriate. So I rode home and then it dried and then what Crystal's saying is correct. The skin started to kind of mold around
It's
the
like
sand.
drying around it.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
then when I got home, I'm like taking my bathing suit off, and there's sand everywhere in the bed, all over the place, and I'm covered in it. I'm spraying water on it. I can't get it off.
So,
So you're gonna love the beach party, guys. It's gonna be so much fun.
so tonight, everybody's gonna party their ass off, and then tomorrow we're all gonna.
We'll see who's standing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are there
right at
people
noon.
spending the night tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
people
tonight.
spending like the whole weekend.
There's a launch tomorrow. That's going to be really exciting.
Is it gonna
Oh,
go
I'm
off?
staying the
Yes,
night.
the SpaceX ones never get scrubbed.
Oh, I thought.
Wait, when
No,
is
it's
the
a
launch?
SpaceX one. It's tomorrow at
okay,
7:51.
AM or PM?
PM.
You're gonna be there. You got a hotel.
Yes, right on Cocoa. It's so close. It's going to be
Okay.
awesome for
Wait,
you.
it's on Saturday.
It's on the
Saturday.
beach party day.
Saturday evening.
So
at that night.
Tomorrow
okay,
night,
great.
there's
I
a
will be
launch.
there. I will be there.
I'm
Great.
the only one who knows this.
Sam,
Yeah.
you're staying over too, right? So anyway, you should come by, hang out.
I gotta find
after party.
some man with a
Where's
breast
the after party?
augmentation to come back and suck my dick. I'm hoping to find somebody.
Well,
Is there a Tom Mom Vann after party?
Where? Because I need to bring Andres because he likes to that clothing optional party that's going on. So send me the invite.
Leanna's not gonna let him go.
Yeah, he'll just lie and say it's a rock and roll club.
Rock and roll.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Andre. I love you, but there's no such thing as a rock and roll club. I love that story.
So anyway, the clothing optional BDM party. So what does the invite say now?
Are you looking at me?
I don't know if I'm supposed to be disclosing
about
all
it.
this.
It
was a surprise.
I'm not saying where it is.
Hold on, this is the epitome
They were
of
just
he
saying,
started running with it without
I
even
know.
checking with you if it's okay to say this on the air.
No, well, I'm not telling you where it, or anybody
Yeah,
where
but
it
maybe
is.
the people didn't want
Yeah,
to.
but now everybody's gonna start
They
talking.
just messaged me and they said, please tell them that the y'all includes them so they can go
I'm
ahead
in.
and tell me they won't come anyway.
I'll be there. And wait a minute. I will not have my wife and daughter. I will walk her. If you're nude, I will walk around and judge your body with my eyes. I'll do that.
Are you gonna be nude too?
No.
It's
They don't want to do
a,
it.
it's
Well,
a
actually, how about my
pre-beach party
underpants?
cookout.
How about just
right?
my underpants?
It's a cookout.
Is that cheating if I walk around in briefs?
Listen,
At a
I want
party?
to say that I'm so envious of people who walk around naked.
Yeah?
Like
You don't walk
I
around
you
naked
can
at
do
your
it.
house?
Oh, at home I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because aren't your son? He talks about his sons always trying to grab y'all's nipples. And
listen, let me just be clear. My children have never tried to grab my nipples.
Well, they
Okay.
do it to me. It's only me.
I don't know what that is with you guys. This weird nipple fetish creating with my kids. But I'm like people who can have like a clothing optional party. Like you're not just terrified of every spot on you that people are going to pick apart.
And that's
like,
true because I
every
look at
roll,
every spot.
little.
I'll walk around you at 360, and I'm
Right.
looking at I'm looking up
That's,
and down.
You know, I probably now that I'm thinking about it, I probably feel that other people are going to look at me that way because that's the way that I'm looking.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
No,
I look at everybody like
it's there.
"Oh,
everybody
that
does
We're all
that.
people. We're
Those
just having some fun.
bumps.
Yeah, bumps.
Everybody's got bumps
That's the
somewhere.
name of the
Right?
show.
I don't know.
Bumps and lumps.
I think today's show is called Bumps.
It is a BYOB party, and
Bring
also
your own bump.
It's a
bathing suits
BUMP
optional.
Bring your old
Bring
bumps.
your own bumps.
Before we go to break, because we got a bunch of stuff on Dump 'em Out.
Bumps. Dump
Crystal,
out those bumps.
before we started the show, we're just doing some light chit chat, some warm
Yeah, a
up,
little small talk.
and then Crystal says to everybody, TC never does anything nice for me.
That's true.
She made that announcement.
Well,
Yeah, and we all
I'm
agreed.
gonna-
We're like, yeah, we know.
I'm going to say, I think the quote was, we don't do nice things for each other.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sam.
Wow, Sam coming correct with the no fake news allowed.
Well, all I
So
heard.
she admitted she doesn't do anything nice for you either.
No,
I said
what-
we don't do these little nice things
Yeah,
for
yeah.
each other. Like, I put a Mountain Dew in the fridge for you. Like, no, I didn't. There's a 12-pack on the floor next to the fridge. You could put ice on it if you want it cold.
Andrea is the queen of doing nice things for me, and I very rarely do nice things for her.
You did buy me inflatable kayaks, which I love so much. I can't wait to go back to
Oh, man.
Wekiva Springs.
You're gonna
Take them out to the beach
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
do it.
You know what? We should. That'd be fun.
8-mile death march through a swamp.
You've been using them so much. Are you sure you're not going to have her get you new ones for the next year?
I
Because you're
can't-
wearing these out.
I can't wait to bring them out of the back of my truck and then meticulously blow up every seat cushion.
Every small triangle.
And then look how moldy it is and
Yeah,
curse
they never
myself
did get cleaned after that.
that I can't take care of anything. Anyway, so
Wait, bring them to the clothing optional party. They'll love a good moldy kayak.
Yeah,
Oh, you bought me a surprise.
I got Crystal a surprise.
Oh, what'd you get?
this is exciting.
And
oh, you got
I'm
her
scared. What if I
inflatable
don't
kayak.
like it?
Yo, you're gonna like it. So I saw because I get a lot of social media advertising from Dr. Phillips that Steve Martin and Martin Short are coming to Dr. Phillips.
They are.
It's April of next year, so but tickets just went on sale, and then I was like, "Oh, Crystal will like this."
Yes.
And then Daniel.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go.
Yeah, because then also I went to go buy them, and then I was like, $800.
Yeah, they're
Some of the seats are
They
It
are
blew my
it is
sandals off.
literally not cool. Like it is.
Well-
I looked at the price. I'm like, that is. Look, I know they're both legends.
This rotary phone is
My-
ringing.
Thought I
One ring
silenced
ding.
that. I'm sorry.
Dude, who brought their haunted house phone? Ghost calling you? Anyway.
So you got tickets?
I got tickets.
So
and now Daniel
I feel
and
like
Andrew.
I get partial credit because I'm the one that told you they went on sale today.
Well,
Thank you, everybody.
It was a group effort. It was really hard to do.
We started watching that
Dan
show.
straight up said, "Don't buy them." It's like, too expensive. Don't buy
because he
them.
saw the price.
I did double man.
Were they $800?
Some were not the ones that
Yeah.
Tom got.
I think
no.
Tom went cheap to
Well, you
start.
didn't get me some
No, I
crappy
think the
seats.
most expensive was $600.
I think
that
we have
saw.
to.
No,
I think
well,
we're sitting with Martin Short's birdcage or something.
Oh, 4 of them.
Four
yeah.
tickets were $800.
Oh man, that's expensive.
Oh, that's not 4 tickets for $800?
Yeah.
You should see what I paid to see My Chemical Romance.
That's
next
what he was
weekend.
telling me the other day, and I was like, I didn't even know she listened. to
I
it.
didn't either. But
I didn't even know you liked My Chemical Romance. When I heard that, Tom was like, "Yeah, she's a huge fan."
all
And
of a
I'm
sudden, I'm going to this really expensive concert.
nuts.
Me and Daniel
like,
were
are you gonna sing Black Parade and go home? Is like what? Like
I'm not joking. Me and Daniel thought tickets to concerts or these kind of things were $32. And we're like,
I mean, some are. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to see Pup next
Yeah.
Wednesday. Those were like $30.
that's a
Well,
reasonably
yeah, but
priced
who's that?
ticket.
I know.
No, I
Do
mean,
you know any other song by
I
My
mean-
Chemical Romance besides Black Parade?
Yes, I know.
And I'm Not Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I know like all of them. That's the reason that I'm going. Because I didn't, I'm like,
Tom
am I
said
a
you
fan?
didn't listen to him.
I don't know anything about
Put a
this.
song on it. I'll name it for you. I'm not good with names. Don't do that. But anyway,
I like the challenge and then the retraction.
I
of
could
the
sing
challenge.
the lyrics for you, but I don't know the name of the song. You see what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't matter. Look, if you want to go, you want to go.
You
It
spent the
doesn't
money,
matter.
yeah.
I did.
I'm
It
just
doesn't
bitching about
matter.
the cost of tickets because
Yeah, that's why I didn't go. Plus, it's like down south. I was like, you have to drive super far because they only have one
Yeah.
Florida date, and it was like $300 a ticket. I was like, fuck that.
Also, me and Daniel have this thing in common too, where we worked in a place where all tickets were free for a
Yes.
good 10
Oh, you're
decade or
jaded.
month and a
That's
half.
true.
I don't like buying tickets.
Spoiled.
All we had to
Yeah.
do is go down
Truly.
to see Erica at the promotions office
gonna
and
say-
then pop her head in
So
and be
what
like,
happened is you left the ticket purchasing phase when they were $30,
Back
and
in
you
2002.
re-entered it
Yeah.
10 years
Double
later,
that. Like,
and they're $150 minimum
It's
to go
like
see
the
anything.
it's like the ticket version of that movie where Mel Gibson wakes up out of like a caveman coma or something, right?
Yeah.
It's like we woke up and we're like, tickets are this expensive. I'm going to say something crazy. I have turned down more than 10 times really good front row seats for like the Daytona 500. Like, do you want to stand at the finish line? I'm like, no.
is it
Fuck
gonna
that
be-
shit. I'm exhausted. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Fuck your car race. I don't want to do. Like, there are people that would literally kill to do that, and I've turned it down more
tainted
than
us.
Yeah, more than
free
10 times.
lunches and food shit. It doesn't move the needle for me. Like, hey, you want a free
Limousines.
lunch? I don't care.
Like all
Limousines.
what old men thought was fancy, we're bored of.
Free lunch and limousines.
It's like what Ric Flair likes.
Front row tickets to the Daytona 500. Like, you want to wave the finishing flag? No. Fuck that shit.
gonna be hot.
When do I gotta be up that? I don't know. It's like,
And then
but
even
we're
famous
spoiled by that.
comedians, like even like super famous comedians and stuff. There was a point
Yeah.
like, do you want these tickets to see? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like Louis Anderson. That's like a legitimately,
Aw, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
But that's like a legitimately important, legendary comedian. Do you want to go see him? You could sit like 10th row. I'm like, I'm too tired. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stay home and play Xbox.
It's a
It has changed how I interact with media. You know what? It has. It has
100%. How could it not?
It has altered how you and I perceive the concert ticket. You're more realistic. Like spending the $300 for a band that you like to see a band that you know like me back in the day spending $300 not working in media to see Red Hot Chili Peppers because I knew every single song on Mother's Milk and Blood Sugar Sex Magic and these iconic albums that I loved. It's completely justified, but now we're all fucked up. We fucked ourselves up.
Yeah. Because
$100 to see
more
like
than a
Martin
decade.
Short and Steve Martin that's probably about right.
Yeah.
It's
It's
about right.
over
Or-
200 a ticket.
That's
you know.
that I paid.
This will
and
probably
I
be
didn't-
Steve Martin's last tour, too, by the way. He's 77 years old.
Well, there you go. You should see legends while they're alive.
I agree. That's
really
why
should.
I did Elton John with you guys. Billy Joel.
I was gonna say I've never seen Elton John. Billy Joel, that was awesome.
That was literally
But
that's
here's the
my
thing about
favorite
Billy Joel.
concert I've ever seen.
He still plays. I think it's every Friday night at Madison Square Gardens. Still, like every
Really?
yeah, he plays like weekly there. So
That's dope.
not to say that Billy Joel wasn't worth seeing. I had a fantastic time, and I probably won't ever see him again. So I'm glad that I did.
Yeah.
But he's still playing. So when you talk about My Chemical Romance, they broke up like 10 years ago. So then they decided to do like a reunion tour, and I'm like, this is gonna be my only
I would have
chance.
loved to go, but I'm not spending that kind
So-
of money.
I don't know why I did that.
Everybody says memories are super valuable, but I
Do
always
they
look.
have an opener, or is it just them?
They do, and I don't
Okay.
think I know who it is.
But I look at it like when I eventually get Alzheimer's and it erases those memories, how valuable are they?
You are so boring.
Hey, what happens is if they could easily get erased, there's not that
and then,
much
like
value.
your children are like, remember you saw John Mayer? Remember when you went
So
to the
why
John
do
Mayer?
anything, Tom?
No, I don't know. Well, that's why it's hard for me.
If you let me ask you this:
No
Are there
fun.
is Alzheimer's case by case? Where like if I had it. If I was like, I don't remember that, and then Crystal's like, but you were there at the John Mayer concert, here's the backstage pass, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take your word for it. Like, or like, what do I say? Like, is it varying degrees?
Yeah, I think there's
or-
different levels.
I think you remember the old shit. You just don't remember your kids or what day of the week
It
is.
is a lot of it is mostly like more recent memories you don't remember.
Oh, I hate recent.
you
I like old.
You remember fighting in the war, but you don't know what your wife's name anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, all
Okay.
right.
That's a good. I think that's a good pivot. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We ended bad.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, either we'll do some dump 'em out, some voicemail, email. I got to talk about a commercial that I saw last night that
Yes.
they got a stat wrong. Oh, what do you mean
There
two?
were 2 commercials last night that had like major typos. Oh, sorry.
Oh wow.
Are you still recording?
Yeah. We're still on the show.
I'm not on the microphone.
You're fine. It's fine. You're an owner. You're allowed to do that. It's like Jerry Jones salting his McMuffin. Anything's allowed.
What do we got?
Man, we got really good music, and thank you guys that have been subscribing to our Spotify playlist. We have a little Spotify playlist where I put all of the songs every week that we play on the show, and you can just find it. It's called Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I think it's called Musical Companion, and I think you're really gonna like this guy because he is an old soul with a new album out today. Marcus King is who's up next. The name of the song is It's Too Late. This guy is like, he looks like a baby, but listen to how old and how vintage his sound is. We're about to get funky here in a second. 1-844-TOMNDAN for last minute phone calls. Show at tomanddan.com for emails. Yeah, that's good. We'll be right back. That is Karma Gambit with Cable Knit Sweater. Welcome back to a Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha's here. Your wife is pooping again. Every time we do the show, she goes in there to poop during the first break. Weird.
So, what happened at the Orlando City game?
Okay,
congratulations
yeah.
to Orlando City, by the way.
Congrats to our Orlando City, the new Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup champions. Lamar Hunt also.
They needed a win like that.
Lamar Hunt, businessman who just pumped a lot of money into those type of deals. Like he wasn't a player or anything.
It's just the name of
He's
a
just a
businessman.
dude.
I know.
Yeah. Lamar Hunt is just a businessman that helped perpetuate English style football in North America. It's like really
It's
cool.
weird. Yeah, it's like a, the Lombardi Trophy, where it's like
Right.
a famous coach in the game. It's just some businessman.
I mean, I won't say what my wife initially thought because it will make you think ill of her.
So we were talking about mistakes and how like everybody makes mistakes, and in the Orlando City when they're. What was going on?
Are we
so-
going to talk about Gurr crying for, I don't know, an hour after the game?
One of the players from what is it?
Sacramento.
Sacramento FC. He's a younger guy, but
He ain't that young.
yeah,
He's like 26.
He is, I feel bad for him, but
He's almost 30.
So they lose decisively 3-0
Yeah.
to Orlando City. Orlando City is the new champion. It really is a big deal. It's the biggest, most professional, best run soccer cup that we have in North America. It's our biggest soccer deal, and we won it. So congrats again to Orlando City. What's weird about it though is this guy, like they cut to him, and I get it. You know that move that football players do it too, but namely soccer guys will do it, where they're sitting on the field and they're just sitting there and
He
they're kind
was
of
sitting there
it's like
for a
slumped
long
over
time.
and they're sad, right?
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
all seen it.
It's the worst. I hate watching the losers after the Super Bowl. I
But
feel
they're
so bad.
but this
I get
guy,
it.
so he's
Everybody
lost-
was coming over to console
Yeah,
him.
and he's
Get
lost-
it together. You lost. One team was
I
going to
mean, it
lose.
was an awkwardly
Yeah.
long amount
But
of
here's
time.
what happened,
You know-
Tom. It was like they cut to him and he's sitting there. Then they cut to him and he's crying. And I'm like, oh, wow, this guy's taking it hard. Then they cut to him again, crying harder. Then they cut to him again. His face is red. Like
Why do they keep cutting to him?
Because he's crying.
Yeah.
I think the guys, whoever's filming it for ESPN had a hard on for this guy, and then they kept cutting to him. He's getting the snubs and getting like the snot nose that like little kids do when they're crying.
What happened to being ashamed of crying? Let's get back to that.
Yeah.
You can be ashamed.
Toughen up, boy.
Like, no, but just hide it. Like if you start to cry,
Then he got up and walked over with the team, but I mean, he was
still
the
crying.
last of the line, still crying
the whole
and they were
time.
like thanking the Sacramento fans that actually came to the match or
Crying
whatever.
as he's thanking
and
them.
then he's standing there with his head down
Still
the entire
crying.
time. I'm telling you, every single person on the team, the people that bring them water, everybody was coming over and just holding him like a
Crying.
goddamn
Well,
baby.
maybe he has
Get over
something
it.
personal going on that we don't know about, and they know about.
I said
listen.
for his own sake, take him off the field
I
because
did-
he looks like he's having a hard time.
I did
Maybe
think
he's
about
gonna
that.
be murdered.
Yeah.
do what NFL wide receivers do.
I mean, he might.
Put a towel
Have a
over
lot on
your
the
head if
line.
you're crying.
Yeah.
In the NFL, they put a towel.
I like your
over. You have to
wife's
hide your
theory of he
face.
could be being stalked, and
Yeah.
at this moment, it all hit him that he's going to be murdered.
What
later.
if there was some? Would you say it was Sacramento?
Sacramento?
So what if there's some like mob, and they were like, "You better win," and then
Sacramento's
he
not known
lost.
for their
I
mobs.
love that you have. You know what I love? I love
That's
that.
the dumbest thing I've ever
I
heard.
love a Sacramento mob.
I do not think it's the dumbest thing. In fact,
That's stupid.
I'm going to give your wife some of my new thing that you had nautical bucks. Well, now we have imagination points. Your wife, I almost said daughter, your wife gets 2 of Daniel's imagination
Thank
points
you.
for such a creative and fun way
Thank
mobsters have now.
If I would have
You never
said
know.
that he was afraid to get murdered, you sit here and say I was a paranoid, crazy person.
But you do. You
I-
wouldn't.
I
you-
said crazy.
If you
I
make
screamed,
it,
that's the stupid-
If you make it
dumbest thing I've ever
extra
heard.
creative and say that there's like a mob, she even did the voice. She's like,
Mobsters.
"What if there's a mobster?" You kind of did that
Why
a
did
little
somebody
bit.
from Boston in the Sacramento mob?
I don't know. I don't know which
You- look,
accent I'm using.
We're emotional people and we're creatives.
You can't get enough money down on any game for mobsters to kill you. That's a
Maybe
movie
he
myth.
promised
but
No.
it was
somebody,
weird.
a little
Um,
cancer patient boy, he was gonna win this game just for him, and then he didn't do it.
No,
and
every
now
time-
he feels so bad.
No, it
An
looks
athlete
selfish. It
promised
did look
that
like
they
he was
forget.
crying for himself.
Yeah. And every time an athlete promises a cancer boy they'll win for them, they forget immediately once they win.
Oh God, the cancer boy.
Oh,
And they don't care. Yeah, they want to win for themselves and their own money. That's the only thing they care about.
Did you want to do mail on mail?
Sure.
You want to do a little mail on mail? I got some.
Oh well, I was gonna say.
Oh,
that
yeah, sorry.
The mistake they made was they were going to present the trophy, and then they weren't prepared to do the trophy presentation.
I mean, like,
Not
look,
to give them shit, but this
I'll
kind
give
of
him shit. I mean, you and I
Were
worked
they
there.
not like expecting to win, or what?
No, it
happened?
just
I think
seemed.
someone lost the trophy.
It-
I don't know.
yeah,
It just seemed like
It just seemed like they
Unorganized.
It was unorganized. Alex Wolf used to be our head of like game day operations that we used to work with, and I think he would take this as a compliment. But he is very strict. Very strict man. You know, he would even yell at us like he's just strict. And when you'd watch his game days, they ran perfectly. And this was not an Alex Wolf joint. You know, he moved on to bigger things within FIFA. But like it just seemed like after Orlando City won, you got Sacramento FC standing on the field for an upwards of 20 to 30 minutes doing nothing, just walking around, waving at their fans, just walking around with a thumb up their ass. The trophy, no trophy, people, the fans of the team are out there, families are all out there. A bunch of I did like this. A bunch of our players have like really hot girlfriends, and their hot girlfriends are all out there and like scantily clad with their titties all out. I'm like, all right, oh, this is cool. So the ESPN camera guys are like having to pick between
The crying guy.
crying guy and titties, and they're just going back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck? Andrea's like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, I don't know.
It was weird.
And it went on for like a half an hour, and then finally they're like, and then they got the refs up there, and they gave them like
oh
some,
my God, it was dead silent in the stadium when the refs got up
They
there.
booed too. You could hear
Some
the
booed,
you
but
could hear
most people just stared at him.
They gave them like replica whistles. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why
that
is
was
this on
weird.
TV? It was like really weird that they put that on TV.
So, I know everybody always says, like, no one's prepared, everybody's a fuck up, everybody makes mistakes, but I always think to myself, like, didn't anybody say to themselves, like,
As soon as
hey,
somebody wins, we gotta get the trophy.
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
That's the
Because-
thing. That's the whole reason
You
we're
should
here.
be ready to go.
because
Yeah.
it's going to be awkward.
It's only about the trophy. Why else are they playing?
Right.
and
There's no other reason.
this kind of ties into, I was going to talk about it and dump them out, but I saw a Bud Light commercial last night. They got a stat wrong in the commercial, the pre-recorded Bud Light commercial, congratulating the LA Rams for winning the Super Bowl last
Yeah.
year, and you could play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pull this up for
The
you.
audio sucks because I was recording the commercial off my phone last night, but I saw it and I was like, wait a minute. They just did they show the flag
It says 1999
and then
was the last
2021
this is from your living room. Here we go.
Beer sponsor of NFL celebrations, led by quarterback Matthew Stafford, receiver Cooper Kupp, and defensive tackle Aaron Donald. The Rams rallied to beat the Bengals in last year's Super Bowl, earning the team's first championship in 32 years.
That's wrong.
Wow.
It was 22 years.
22
23. They transposed the numbers. Wasn't it 23 years?
No.
22?
yeah.
Oh, it's 21 they won. Okay, I got it.
Well, yeah, they won in 99 and then again last year.
Yeah.
And so they got that wrong. And I was like, how does that happen? Like, there's editors, there's a voiceover guy, someone has to write the commercial copy. It's a billion.
Is that a pre-recorded voiceover?
It had to have been.
Yes,
You can't
that was
get
my
those-
question too.
Well,
Because it's just some guy.
Right, he might have read it wrong.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing is we do that, and I've lined those up before, and unless they have that guy standing there, or unless they can ISDN him in from his house or wherever he does that, you can't just tell those guys to record that into their iPhone and they email it to you. That's not the way it works.
Yeah, this is a pre-recorded.
That guy got that script earlier in the week,
This is a Bud Light commercial that's being aired on the first NFL game, the first Thursday night game. That I'm sure
Now, we
cost
tried to figure
hundreds
it out
and hundreds of
after-
thousands of dollars.
We tried to blow holes in it, right? Like maybe it was the different name, maybe they were in a different city, maybe we couldn't figure out.
No, I mean they've only won 2 championships,
Right.
And they said congratulations, they haven't won a championship in 32 years, and I was like, that's wrong. They just did the flag reveal,
Yeah, and we saw the other flag. Yeah.
No, so you look it up, they've only won in 99 and 2021, and I'm like, it makes me feel better when we make mistakes because I'm like, how does this happen with a multi-million-dollar marketing agency that Bud Light pays millions and millions a year?
It makes me feel better when Tony puts out a MailChimp and we spelled Tom and Dan wrong or something.
And that commercial time is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, it's insane. Like the advertising revenue that the NFL brings in, because no one else watches live stuff in the United States besides sporting events now.
Right.
And it is insane. Every team is worth $5+ billion.
Sure.
It's a gigantic business, so they can charge an insane amount to Bud Light. And then if I was a marketing agency or Bud Light, like I would be like, anybody who produces this is fired, right? Like,
is there a case where they did know and they got it done wrong and they're like, we don't have time, that guy's on vacation, just roll it, and we're so big.
And most people
you're not
notice.
You're not going to draw attention to it, and you're not going to go like, no, just put the shittier voiceover on there. You're not going to do that.
I wouldn't have even noticed but they just did the ceremony where they dropped the curtain and they're like 2,000, everyone's cheering, and then they play that Bud Light, and it's like, wait a minute.
I couldn't find any other social media talking about it. I couldn't find the original commercial because they tighten up their video pretty hard. They're the NFL. There's a reason that they always talk about with the expressed written permission and all that.
Yeah.
Which somebody in the chat room pointed out we are breaking by playing that. But anyway, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you can't find it anywhere else.
Yeah,
so.
and that's probably because nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Except you.
Yeah.
No,
hold on.
Tracy in the chat. Listen, she says, this is how you guys did your commercials at the radio station. Same thing. No one cares and no one checks. And that's true. Oreo Cakesters?
Exactly. I
Okay,
agree.
Tracy, you're not wrong.
No, it's true.
But that's
She's
a
not wrong.
rinky-dink hunk of shit. This is Bud
Clear
Light.
Channel is a huge company.
No,
Yeah,
that
and Tom
rinky-dink
also
hunk of
calls it a
shit.
Right, but the people who work
I will die on this hill.
Well, they're worth a shit ton of money, and so's the NFL. Like,
Yeah, but
the people, the point is the people who are working in that department for the advertising company or whoever
probably
sent
hate
that
it
over,
too, yeah.
they're just another one of you. You know what I mean?
Well,
They don't care.
well,
then
locally-
they should be fired because they're
me give you-
rinky-dink hunk of shit.
Let me give you a better example. Locally, we didn't give a shit. Ryan Seacrest was also an iHeart product. He did give a shit. NFL is top tier. Ryan Seacrest is top tier. Not to discount anything that we've done.
he did try to high-five a blind guy, though.
That's true. But we are
I like
also
that.
not top tier. I mean, we're in a big market. We are professional. I think we do a good job. But, iHeart Orlando is not Ryan Seacrest iHeart. That's a whole different animal. NFL is the NFL. That's a different animal. That's what you're saying,
What
right?
I'm saying is the advertising money, like Oreo Cakesters, they spent $100 for me to read a library.
Can you remind me, and whoever else doesn't know, what's the Oreo Cakesters story?
No, I used to do commercials for Oreo Cakesters, and I was
every
reading
day he would say, you gotta try the golden Cakesters. They're peanut butter flavored. No, they're fucking not. They're vanilla flavored.
I just made
and they've never been peanut butter flavored, but he said it in 100 ads.
I never ate one. I would say how good they are or whatever. It's a bullshit.
Isn't that great? It still makes me
I'm like,
happy.
you're going to pay me $20 to read this? For sure.
Yeah.
I can't even read. And I don't care about this place, you, Oreo Cakesters.
Yeah.
I want to get
Oh, that's the same person that edited that commercial.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck either.
But
it also depends on where you are in your life, right?
But
And what you're willing to do. You know, I'll read. Remember those Winter Circle ads they tried to get me to read? That was a pyramid scheme.
But the thing
They tried to get me to, I toured the call center. It was scary.
So many more people. I mean, millions of people are watching this game, and that's why that Bud Light commercial, I don't know how much it is, but $400,000 for that 30-second ad or whatever it is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? For that kind of money and for you to screw up the goddamn years, the last time the Rams won.
I think they knew. I think they're too big to not know. I think they got it cut. It came in. They're like, Jimmy, you fucked it up. We have to run it. They ran it, and they're like, too big to fail. They're going to if they tweet.
But it makes them look stupid, right? It makes them look a little less
to us.
Yeah, I don't think they knew. I don't think they would have.
I think you're the.
Look at them on Wikipedia.
No, but your wife's sort of right in the idea that it bothers you, and it probably would have bothered Andrea because she's one of those people that they see these things. Like she'll see typos, and she'll be like, "Well, we can never eat at Zaxby's again because they can spell coupon wrong." I'm like, what is happening?
Doesn't it bother?
Doesn't bother me. I don't care. I just want the food to be good.
You're playing a commercial congratulating last year's Super Bowl winners, and you're getting the information, the stat
it's
wrong.
The thought that counts. They still congratulated him. It's not like they didn't congratulate. They did. They just got the details wrong. If you congratulate me on being 4'11",
but that's the thing.
I mean, I'm really 5'2", but yeah, I'll still take the congratulations.
You hold yourself to
most of the inches, right?
A higher standard. Like you're not.
It's not like they got it wrong by saying congratulations on winning and on the entire team being pedophiles.
You don't know what happened after. Maybe a person has been murdered.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes, it's the creativity.
bad.
So creative.
Of this.
You're so creative.
I'm mad I bought you those tickets.
Goddamn Sacramento mob got him.
You never know.
Let's
the Boston Sacramento mob.
let's play some voicemail email.
All right. Here is one that came in this morning. So this one, piping hot.
Hey, Tom and Dan, if it sounds like it's raining, it is because it's Florida and it's like, 6:25. So I have a challenge for Tom, Dan, and Sam. I believe you all own the Nintendo Switch. And I want you guys to get a physical Nintendo Switch game cartridge thing. They're like the size of your thumb or half your thumb. They're really small little chips now. And I want you guys to just kind of lick the plastic of the Switch game. Just give it a good swipe on your tongue. And that should be a fun show activity if you guys run out of content, which you guys never do. You're amazing. Thank you so much. So
creepy there.
lick them Switch chips. Bye.
When he said, this is full transparency, I was recording this or taking the, downloading his voicemail. When he said, you guys never run out of things to talk about, I had officially written on the piece. I was like, dear self, it is over. You have officially run out of things. Am I not? I'm not
talking
kidding.
about this
We
yesterday.
talked about this fucking yesterday. So I was thinking about it, and this motherfucker sends a voicemail and said that, and I was like, oh my God. Because maybe I haven't, or maybe I have. And then maybe there's murderers. I'm with you, Crystal.
Because Brendan O'Connor was going to come in here today, but he got sick.
Yeah.
So then we were yesterday, we were like, what are we going to talk about? And then
I think he's got a case of the NFL as well, if you know what I mean. He's got a little LA Rams disease.
We were like, and then we couldn't figure it out, and then we were apologizing to each other.
I
we were
apologize to you.
I'm
I'm so sorry. I said this yesterday. This is a true phrase I said to you. I go, I am so sorry for being so fucking stupid. I am so stupid. I'm sorry I can't think of anything. I have no thoughts in my brain anymore.
Okay, I have two things to say, if you'll allow me.
That's why I started drinking again.
It's
because
about
it's
the
the
Kansas
end. I
City
was like,
Mob.
I've reached the end. You got to start drinking again.
I think you guys are really funny when you don't have any plan.
He doesn't agree with me on that.
I know he doesn't, but I'm here to say
I like that too.
My
It takes
opinion.
the pressure off.
I think it's fun when you just kind of wing it.
Yeah, I like winging it.
And you just go where you go.
I also like clothing optional winging it.
And the other thing is, why would you lick a game card? I don't understand.
Well, I have one here.
I guess it's some kind of weirdo challenge.
But what happens? Like, do you get
it's
electrocuted?
supposed to taste,
do you want to do it?
It's supposed to taste terrible.
No, I don't want to lick that. I don't know where that thing's been.
No, it's been out of the package into.
But like, who would think
Maisie
it would
Switch.
taste good? I mean,
Well, I mean, I think
is it
most
supposed to taste good?
I think most
No,
people
it's supposed to taste terrible.
would think that it has no taste. It tastes like plastic. Like, look, I'll lick my iPhone right now. Like, look,
Yeah.
it's like nothing.
Your phone
you
is
know?
like the dirtiest thing. That
Yeah,
you
but
bring that in the
I'm
bathroom with
healthy,
you.
man. I don't get sick.
So-
I got COVID that one time.
Daniel.
One time.
Yeah, he's immune to it. I was in here with COVID, coughing in his
He
face.
coughed in my face, and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I didn't get. I think
Well,
I'm
I
tougher
didn't
than I've
get it.
ever been.
And
Except for my back. My back's real bad. If you
So-
wanted to take advantage of me, just push me over.
Because I'm skeptical of this before you do it, because
Yeah.
I want to say that supposedly Daniel told me about this voicemail, and then Andrea brought a game here because Daniel's like, I think they make the games taste horrible to keep kids
Yeah,
from
for kids.
swallowing
that's
it.
what someone said in the chat too.
Yeah.
And then I'm
to
like,
prevent it from being a choking hazard.
and then I'm like,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, it's
they
true.
make them taste bad. It's kind of like antifreeze.
Have you ever licked a Lego? Legos, they put hot peppers in Legos. If you lick a Lego, you'll taste a little bit of irritation, like spiciness, because they put hot peppers in Legos.
You are not telling
No,
the
they don't
truth.
put hot peppers.
Look
in
it
Lego.
up.
No way.
Look it up.
So
They're
then
Swedes, man. That's a Swedish toy, and they're smart. They've been doing this, and they do use natural products. Hence the reason they would use like capsicum, or I'm saying that wrong, but like hot peppers.
But then I started thinking
They put
about
it in
I was
Legos.
like, they do make propane smell like farts so that you don't kill yourself.
Wait,
by,
they can make that shit not smell like farts?
Yeah,
Oh,
appar-
I want the
like-
non-smelling propane.
Well,
Then-
propane, I guess,
Then you
natural.
blow your legs off.
Well, how
I'd
often do I
imagine.
blow my legs off?
So then I was like, do they add some sort of disgusting tasting chemical to these games to try to make kids not
It
put
doesn't
them in their mouth?
It doesn't smell like
and,
anything.
and I was like, no way, that's got to be bullshit. But then
You want me to lick it?
Yeah. Like,
Am I the guy doing
What
it?
if it's just a challenge to see how stupid you are to
Right.
do it, and then
Well, I
you've
don't
now
care.
you've ruined the
Oh, like
game?
Tide
the Tide
Pod?
Pod.
What if you ruin your game by licking it?
Well, I mean, like, I determined this as of yesterday afternoon that I've run out of things to do, so I have to do this.
You have to.
I'm not sure
You're
you
right.
understand what
So
point
I
stand
I'm at
down.
in my life.
So what do you think, Sam? Do you think it actually tastes? Like?
oh, now you're fucking betting on shit?
Well, I
That's
think
how bad his gambling is? He's not going to bet on me licking the
Wants to
cartridge,
know.
whether or not it's gross or not?
Because here's my logic. I don't think bad taste necessarily stops babies from choking on shit because they just put it in their mouth and like if it tastes bad. I
Yeah,
don't think
babies are dumb. They're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know what, they
Yeah.
don't even know what bad tastes like.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
eat dude.
is
They
that
eat cat
ketchup?
turds.
Put like coins in their mouth and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, our friend's baby ate a cat turd and was just like chewing on it.
yeah.
And
Well-
Pudge, tell me it wasn't
Well,
Pudge.
okay,
No,
cat
the
turds,
wizard.
I
Don't
too.
say who.
I
He
too.
don't care. He
I-
don't listen to this shit. He don't even know what I do.
I bought cat turds from a kid up at Winn-Dixie. I think I've told this story before.
I have not heard it, so please go ahead.
There was a kid that had a table out there, just like the little tables like the Girl Scouts would sell cookies. And I was, I'm riding my bike up there to I usually get a Reese cup and a Mellow Yellow, like every trash kid does. And the kid is like, I'm selling this like clay. I'm selling clay. And I was like, I want some fucking clay. So I reach in. I had a little money left over from, my Reese cup. And I think I gave the kid like $3, and he gave me a little Dixie cup with clay in it. I started playing with it. I get it home. My dad's like, you bought my goddamn, that's a fucking cat turd, you dickhead. And my dad's fucking yelling at me and traumatizing
Oh,
me.
he called you the R word for sure.
Was it really poop?
Different time.
Or did
My
it just
dad-
smell bad?
my-
Clay stunk.
I thought it was clay, but my dad was convinced it was cat shit, and he punted it in the trash and he called me a dickhead.
like this Boy Scouts, his whole devious plan was to like get people to pay
Before
him for his
popcorn, they
cats.
sold cat shit.
Yeah, I'm still convinced it was modeling clay that this kid was selling.
It probably just smelled.
All right, am I
All
licking
right,
this
let's
thing?
do it.
All right,
Lick-
do I
Okay.
lick the front or do I lick the back where the
I
little
think the
Probably
back,
the metal
right?
part,
The
right?
diodes?
I would assume so.
No, because the diodes will taste
Why
like
not lick
metal.
both?
Look-
Go for
because
both.
I want you to lick
Lick
the
the
front
side?
because
Do I suck it?
the theory
Like a dick?
No, the theory is this guy is they put some sort of chemical to make it taste bad so babies don't die, and I'm saying it's bullshit. Maybe the licking because if you lick the metal, it may taste metallic.
like a
So
battery or something.
lick Mario
yeah. You just lick
on the front. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Get it in the middle of your taste buds there.
I mean, I guess.
Does it taste?
No, I mean,
taste the metal part. That's the part.
I think
No,
it's bullshit.
It's Tide Pod.
I think that's bullshit. I don't unless my taster is broken. I thought I was a really good taster. I thought I was good with taste. I don't taste anything.
The sound of you.
Got the COVID.
Hold on,
Let him taste it.
My God.
Don't eat it after
God.
he ate it.
Sanitize it.
It's super COVID cart 8.
I want to taste it.
No.
Here, taste it.
You can't. No.
Yeah, it dried. It
I
dried.
can't. I gotta kiss your mouth.
It's
you can't
fine.
be sharing. He can't taste anything. Price COVID.
I just did a COVID test this morning. I don't have COVID.
At least wipe it
It's
first.
fine.
Yeah,
I had
wiped it.
COVID twice.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! If you do this, you guys basically have made out.
Yeah, we're Eskimo brothers.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
where you put your penises together, right?
Oh my God!
It doesn't taste like anything.
Ew!
right?
Why is he doing it like that? Is that? Never mind.
It doesn't taste like anything. That's bullshit.
Oh no, I do.
Why is your tongue brown?
He's been eating cat turds. He bought him outside of
Oh, I
window.
didn't know that. He brought it from the Buffalo.
I don't taste anything. I don't taste anything.
Oh, I do taste like
That's
a.
his spit. That's a
Yeah,
White Claw.
you're tasting my White Claw.
You're tasting
What's your-
Daniel's breath.
You're tasting raspberry White Claw.
What does it taste,
No,
what
no,
does it taste like?
I swear it tastes like it's stinging my tongue a
Nuh-uh.
little bit. It's a little stinger.
Is it the alcohol?
Oddly enough,
no,
that's
no.
what they call me, little stinger.
It does. It kind of stings my tongue like a chemical.
Is it enough to deter a
No.
baby from choking on it?
I kind of like it. It tastes like Italian dressing.
But I by the listener email or voicemail, I thought it was going to be like repulsive, like some sort of rotten
Well, does
eggs
it
or
have a
something.
shelf life? I'm being serious. Does it have a shelf life? That game has been in Maisie's Switch since I bought it for about a year.
It may have worn off. I don't
Well,
know.
then what's the point?
Yeah,
if it wears
yeah,
off,
right.
then why do it? Why waste the money on it if it's got some sort of half-life or something where it degrades? I wouldn't
call
even...
BS.
Yeah, I don't think it tastes like anything. Maybe it tastes like plastic, but all plastic is a little poisonous.
You want to taste
right?
it?
No, absolutely not. I don't care if that thing tastes or not. I am just mortified that you guys have shared.
Oh, you should see what
That
we do when you're not here.
Crystal won't even
Experience.
drink out of my cup if there's a little bit of Diet
Oh,
Coke
your
left.
backwash?
I don't like to share drinks.
He and I will eat off the same hamburger. Like, he'll take a bite, I'll take a bite. He'll take a bite, I'll take a bite. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Who cares?
God, a
I'll
bite off
use
a hamburger.
I will literally, I've smelled his armpits. I'll lick his foot straight from the heel all the way to the toes.
Ooh,
I
lick his
don't.
crack. Lick his heel crack.
I won't lick his butt.
no, the heel crack.
You wouldn't.
I
let
would
you.
lick his heel crack. I don't care. It
Ooh.
doesn't. There's a nothing to me.
I will use Daniel's toothbrush.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. I will use your toothbrush.
I'll rinse it out with some water. I'll use it. It's fine.
Norm says he'll donate $100 if Tom and Dan make out.
I'll go one further. If
No.
he was brushing his teeth with the toothbrush and it was getting frothy, if he handed me that, I'll take it in my mouth and get it frothy. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. It's meaningless to me.
We do talk a big game, but remember the old dicks
Yeah, you
touching?
guys would never do it.
That's
Someone
more.
sent
I
us
don't
out
want
of
you
our-
to see me naked.
Did you do
Yeah.
that?
No, but we said we
If
would
we
for
could be-
$100,
you
and
know
then
what?
someone sent us $100 and we pussy
Called their bluff.
If we
Yeah,
could do it in a dark room where no one else could see it,
Yeah.
but it's still confirmed, I would do it because I don't care if you see me. I don't want to stand up there naked where everybody sees me. I'm a little self-conscious about my melted, my fudge belly. I have fudge belly. I'm a little self-conscious. I don't have titties, but I got a little fudgy down in the bottom, and I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah.
I have to get it cut off. Like
I imagined it's disgusting.
you've seen it. You've been to the
Say, were
beach.
you guys at the
together.
beach together?
Yeah, I was naked at the beach with you.
no, yeah, it's fine. Let's play.
Oh my God, he's got the COVID from you. From the
It already happened.
And don't spit on our guests.
I'm sorry.
I feel bad that our guests have to sit right next to Tom.
It's fine.
Hey, listen. Tom's got COVID twice. Both have been from this studio, right?
Nah.
Okay. Is that where the guest was sitting who gave it to you?
Yeah.
Well, then.
And I wasn't here that time.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah,
it's all good.
You know, it's
Okay, I'm sorry.
More
The
alike than we
guests
are
who I'm
different.
making feel bad, I guess, right now.
Let's try this one.
No, I
They know what they did.
Yeah. I yelled at him on the BDM show.
Did you?
Yeah. It's fine.
I feel like that. Yeah. Okay, here.
Hello, Tom, Dan, and Sam. It's Canadian Josh. Dan, I'm not sure if it's you who does it or you get somebody else to do it. In any event, the Tom and Dan Spotify playlist, I just wanted to say a big thanks to you, Dan, or whoever curates that. That is great. I'm kind of like Tom. I get stuck in my old music ways, but I always have the desire to branch out and discover new music. And that's one of my favorite parts of the Friday free show is when you guys, play music, introduce new bands, different styles of music. I love it. So yeah, anybody listening, if you haven't checked it out, go to Spotify and check out the Tom and Dan Spotify playlist. It is awesome. Thank you, Dan, and whoever else created that. Love you guys. BDM for life.
You're more than welcome. I'm glad you like it. It's got I think it's got a couple hundred songs on it now, and a couple hundred people have subscribed to it. Not many. But it is every song that, excuse me, for the most part, every song that we have played recently, or at least in the last year on the show.
Yeah, on the Friday Free Show, right?
Yeah. I like to try and put that stuff on there. We're very lucky that we get to work with a couple of really good distribution companies, and they allow us to play bands like Lagwagon and bands like Sincere Engineer and bands that I would never in a million years dream that we get to play, like Flogging Molly and stuff like that. So by you guys downloading and supporting those bands, in a weird way, you absolutely support us being allowed to play that music on our show.
You know what's weird for me and you, we hate tradition and we make fun of it or whatever, but our shows have
So
not
traditional,
changed.
I know.
Like,
I know. I think about this all the time, and every time I've tried to change something, you guys have been mean to me.
The first show, the first Friday Free Show,
Yeah.
AMT, we did, it was 3 segments, 2 breaks, and we played music.
6 songs.
And we've never changed.
Never changed.
This how long has it been?
Oh, no, it's
13
4
years.
songs. 4 songs.
We started in 09.
Yeah.
Every single Friday, never changed. It's crazy.
Because when I tried, 2 years ago or pre-pandemic, I tried to do, I was like, let's just cut right to the show. Let's just jump in and be like, oh, fuck you, Dan.
Well, that was only the intro, though. But the format of the show has never changed. Same thing with the corporate time. We have made a brand new elevator intro for every show since the start of a corporate time.
Can we talk about it? I hate that.
But
it was my
we
idea.
could have
I
changed
fucking
it.
hate it. I'm so tired of it. I'm just like, oh, God, what do I do?
Me and Dan
Come up with a new thing every time.
Yeah, I told you, I'm out of things to say.
I know, but
I have nothing left to say.
I mean, how many have we done? Over 1,000, right? I mean, shit.
How long have I been doing this? Dude, I'm dead. I'm so tired.
When did
please.
ACT start?
No, you still got it.
No,
Steve Martin Short.
Yeah.
Just as good.
I'm in for a landing.
What else could you guys do?
Steve Farton and Martin Shorter.
You're out of stuff to talk about. What else could you guys do for careers?
Bugman for life. Tom and Dan. Tom and
saw
Dan's
Bugman.
reasonably prized do-it-yourself pest control shop.
Yeah.
But we don't.
No, Joe Byrne will hire us.
No.
Yeah, he's hired.
I'm starting my own pest. I'm obsessed with do-it-yourself pest control store.
Oh, no.
I saw one of those in
I
Apopka
love them. I'm obsessed
when we
with
drove
them.
out to Apopka.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with them. When I see
What do you mean do it yourself?
Okay, it's
They
a
just
store.
supply, yeah.
It's a store, and it sells all the poisons, all the sprayers, everything. But you
backpacks.
got to go get the cancer.
Yeah.
But they sell all the stuff for you to do it yourself.
What the Lowe's sells that shit? They got a
No,
whole...
this is a full store of only they got the real stuff. They got the DDT.
Oh, yeah,
They got
yeah.
the Agent Orange.
Okay,
They got
yeah.
all of the stuff.
They get professional,
Yeah.
commercial
Stuff to-
grade shit.
Yeah.
Poison your spouse.
Yeah,
without them knowing.
Yeah, but you still have to go out there and spray the outside and dust off the spider webs and shut off. That's the stuff I don't want to do. That's why I hire Burn, because I don't want to go out there with the backpack
You can
sprayer.
have your boys do it.
No, they don't do
Get out
nothing.
there with it.
All they do is shit in the toilet and leave it there.
Okay, I
Oh
want to
my
talk about
God.
Flush the toilet.
I want to talk about
Why?
that.
Do they do that
Maybe-
in public too, like at school? Or
I-
they only do it at home to troll?
Okay.
No, I should.
They do. I'm sure they do it at
Here's
school
a
too.
few updates. Maisie will not shit at school, which I thought she's a dentist. I swore that she'd shit at school. I could shit anywhere. So it's kind of like the licking the thing, and I can drink after you. I can eat your sandwich or eating my sandwich.
I never shit at school either, though.
But I
was
can
afraid
shit
to.
anywhere. If you said shit right here, I'd be like, all right, I just shit.
You
for
you
shitting.
are comfortable.
Yeah,
You're too comfortable.
I just I've shit in the
Yeah.
shower before just to see if I could do
Oh
it.
my God.
Recently, in the last year, I'd be like, I wonder if I could shit here.
every time
Well,
you
did
go,
you have diarrhea?
I did have diarrhea.
Oh, that's all right.
even when you go and
This is why I love your wife.
when you shit in the office and Sam's here, I'm like, oh, why are you doing?
Oh, I
this?
do it twice. I do once in the morning, and then
Like I'm embarrassed for you,
What?
and I'm
what do you-
embarrassed for Samantha.
the option is for me to shit my chair.
Like,
you want me to shit my chair?
But I was like, you have to go hide. You have to be shamed by
No,
it.
I go
Tom
in there.
marches over to public.
You have to- what happened to
you-
shame?
What if you're
I thought
having
you-
an emergency?
I don't have a gallbladder. I can't walk to Publix.
I was taught to be shamed by my bodily functions. Like, you have to hide them and be shamed. You cry with a towel on your head. You have to shit a public.
How do you this is unrelated. How do you unmount your wife?
What do you mean?
When you're done, when you've
so you're on top.
When you've ejaculated inside your wife, how do you unmount?
His mother, listen.
How do you unmount your wife? Well, she's been unmounted before. That's science. That's how babies are made.
No.
How do you?
Andrea and I do.
I'm a shame bite. Andrea and I do this, and we do it every time.
Do you count to 3?
We count to 3,
and then you disengage.
We count to 3 and we disengage, and then she tries to
roll.
She tries to roll without it dripping out of her,
and
I try to roll without getting my ding dong on the sheet.
We have a guest here. Come on.
He's mounted.
Yeah, he's been mounted too.
No, listen.
Everyone mounts.
I always try to grab with my legs and hold for a little bit longer.
No.
Oh, yeah. Get a baby in there.
And then he's just always like, okay.
Well, there's
no.
It's all, they cut me up.
They cut me up.
It's a massacre down there. No, I got the goddamn vasectomy.
Oh, you think yours is a massacre?
No, come on.
Good Lord.
Wow. No. Come on.
I had a couple of stitches too.
Our sons are going to listen to this one day.
No, they're not.
They may. They're friends. They have a Tom and Dan shirt. That's what's
close enough. It's too close. It's like flying close to the sun.
They don't know anything. Like
Tommy told me his friend said he listens.
Okay,
his friend listens.
Tommy's 8-year-old friend said he listened to Tom and Dan once a few years ago. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's just saying,
"Hey, I listen to Tom and Dan one
He's
time."
just trying to be nice.
Every kid is like, "Oh yeah, I've done that. I've done that."
Yeah.
You know. Nobody knows who you are.
Nah.
But you know what?
These young
I mean,
people.
who else's kids? I mean, I'm YouTube. I got a bunch of listeners.
Is that Tom Vann? He's the guy that licked the Mario Kart cartridge.
And got COVID.
I'm on TikTok. They're on TikTok.
You're not
They're not on
TikTok.
yours. You didn't even posted anything.
You're not on TikTok.
No, but
you consume
TikTok?
TikTok.
No,
he's talking about this TikTok he's gonna get.
Yeah, but kids aren't watching that.
But it could end up in the algorithm.
No, it's not. No, their algorithm is not gonna end up on you.
No,
there's
whatever.
There's some weird shit that and there's like what Tommy's friend he has a Tom and Dan shirt because Villain made the kid Tom and Dan.
Yeah,
and
they're
then,
great.
and then he's like, oh, what is that? And then he's like, my dad's on YouTube, and he tells me he's famous because I didn't tell him.
They don't say.
Wait,
that
you told your sons that you're on YouTube? Maisie doesn't even think of me as being on YouTube. I'm behind. I fucked up. Then I got to start telling her that. That's good.
TC's always telling him he's jumping over Gravedigger.
I've never told them.
I want him to be proud of me.
Like I say, talk on the mic with Daddy, and she's like, that sucks. And she's like, dancers are.
No,
TC's like, look at this video, and they're like, I know, Daddy. We know you jumped into a bunch of boxes.
No, that's how you feel about it. They are happy and they are proud of me. They tell me.
Maisie
and Tommy's like, can I be on your show? I'm like, yes, you can.
You guys watch Despicable Me? Maisie started calling me Mini Boss. Like the minions call Gru Mini Boss. Maisie's like, you're like Mini Boss.
Oh, God.
I'm like, they're so mean to me. They're so mean to me. Let me come live with you.
My sweet little darling.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, you want to do a break?
Yeah.
Did we even do an email?
We had 2 voicemails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We didn't even
That's
let's
fine.
do one
Let's do
email.
one
Let's
email.
do one. Just one.
All right, let me see. What
Pick a
should I
good
go
one.
with here? Don't want
Mini
to do
boss.
this. Don't want to do this. What is this? Let's go with this.
All right.
What is different about someone with charisma? Have you ever met anyone with this gift? Who's the most charismatic person you know? Tom, if you say yourself, then
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna say our guest pointed to me, and I'll take. I appreciate that. I'm extremely charismatic.
What
there are
is
very few people.
I don't know what that even really means.
It's a hard question to answer on the spot, I think. The most charismatic person you've ever met.
What does that mean?
like
though?
charming and
My dad was pretty damn charming, and then my wife in the correct setting. You're very charming. I can see where if people meet you.
someone
like,
that
as
can
a
like
realtor,
influence
like,
somebody.
You're very
like
charming.
cult leaders are very charismatic.
You know what? Believe it or not, and you're not going to want to take the compliment, but you are in a business set.
I'm awkward.
No, you're not.
I make everyone awkward.
No, when you do business meetings.
Yeah, he never stops talking, and then he crosses his arms, puffs his chest up. It's real weird.
But if you see him
That's
do a
just with
business
Jack
meeting,
Russell.
if you see him do a business meeting, it's good. Like it's actually it's very he's very good at it.
No, but there's an awkward.
Do they leave confused?
Yeah.
And they're
Most
like,
of the
I don't know.
time-
He talked a lot. He
But
said a lot
that's
of
his
things.
shtick.
Just give
That's
him
kind
the
of
money.
like his Michael Scott,
give him
yeah.
Well-
what you gonna do? Make your dreams come true.
He's a bumbling idiot.
He actually was it. He actually was a star of the show.
Yeah.
Star of the show.
Yeah, but everybody around him thought he was a bumbling idiot. What the fuck? Is that whatever?
You know what? And your wife, I'm just saying, she kind of keeps you in line, right? Kind of organizes.
Well, he didn't have a wife. He burned his foot on him. George
That's right, you're right.
Anyway,
I'm Stanley.
who would the most charismatic person? Celebrities, right? They're celebrities that come in here.
Well, I mean, like Guy Torry is
I was
very
gonna say Guy Torry's very charismatic.
He's very charismatic. Like he's down to earth. Like he'll talk to you no matter who you are.
Yeah, I feel like
Out of friends of mine that I know, like I do think that you are. I mean, maybe not all the time, but in a business
Dude,
setting,
Bart
you are.
Merrick.
Bart Merrick
is very
is.
charismatic.
yeah.
Kevin SBK is very, very charismatic. Like he'll just strike up a conversation with anybody. People that aren't charismatic. Like
Jim Colbert is he holds court a lot.
he
right?
does, but he's
Jeff Howell.
But he's a liar, and he's a horrible liar.
Jeff Howell's charismatic, right?
Yeah, 100%.
What is the definition of charismatic?
You want me to look it
Yeah,
up?
please do. Because I am
Having character.
curious.
Exercising a compelling charm which inspires devotion in others.
Oh, so people feeling like they admire you and want to be loyal to your friendship.
I feel like a person who
Magnetic
makes me
and
laugh.
charming
I would-
personal quality that draws people to someone.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Well, I have that, but only with beautiful women.
Daniel does have a charm when it comes to.
You know who's charismatic? Tiffany Martin.
Yeah, she
yeah.
is. She's also
She-
fucking gorgeous, which
she
helps.
is gorgeous.
But
she is so.
if she was a ghoul, it would be
Wait, who's the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
ghouly, charismatic person?
no.
Oh.
Buscemi.
Joel Osteen?
Jimmy?
No, it's the
Buscemi.
Buscemi.
That's me.
No.
I just farted for 10 Mississippis
Is
while
he
we're talking about
charismatic? I don't know.
I know. I'm just trying to think of a ghoul that's also like he's a ghoul
local.
celebrity.
We need a local ghoul.
Uh,
Low ghoul. We need a low ghoul celebrity. Let's crown that. Dude, let's do that this year. Low ghoul celebrities, the Tom and Dan Ghoul Awards, and we'll crown the ugliest celebrities, local celebrities.
oh no, they're not gonna come.
No, it's not about the
No, you
coming.
get nominated. You don't
just
have a
get-
choice.
you don't have a choice. It's the low ghoul celebrities. Tom and Dan's low ghoul celebrity contest.
Well, the
Ugliest celebrities.
The problem is it's going to be filled with radio people.
Yeah,
because,
it will be.
Well, because
It
radio
will be,
and
but I don't
podcasts-
want them to think that we're doing that because we're bitter. We're just doing that because it's facts.
Yeah, well, they put the good-looking people on the news and TV and shit.
But I'll throw a few of those in there. There's some ugly people on the news.
Like I saw, I never see commercials unless I watch live sports or whatever. And they were doing a commercial for I think it was
Is it Jason Guy?
Jason Guy, and then I was
Beautiful.
like,
Beautiful
this
man.
motherfucker is gorgeous.
Let's talk charismatic. Jason Guy is
And in
charismatic.
person, he's
He
like-
is. Because you know what? You know what? I
He's
feel
likable.
like for me, when I feel like if somebody leaves me and I'm like, oh, that person made an impression on me, most of the time they were interested in me. You know what I'm saying? Like they were asking me questions or like.
That's how they get you to be in their cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Jolly.
Seriously, that's
David
cult
Jolly's
leaders are extremely
charismatic.
charismatic.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like when you're talking to a person and they ask you questions about your life, like, oh, how are the kids, or what are you up to, how's work, or whatever. Then I always feel happy when I
It
leave that
seems
situation.
like they care. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hate
Yeah,
that.
because you don't
You
get
hate
that
that?
for
Yeah, I asked him
Tom.
stuff all the time. He's like,
I
shut
don't-
the fuck up. I just want to stare at sunglasses.
Yeah, I hate stories about.
If you
other
ask
people.
Tom anything about
Yeah.
his personal, it's fine, everything's fine.
Well, go back to
everything
staring. I gotta look at the bottom line.
Yeah.
You mean you hate being that one who asks?
Well, yeah, well,
Both. I
I'm
think
not,
he hates
I'm
both.
not interested. Like, what'd you do yesterday? And then I zone out because
yeah.
I'm like, don't care.
Don't care.
Who really cares what someone did yesterday? Does somebody? Do you care that much?
No, but like I just no.
I mean, just
It's just a nicety. You
I
ask like,
think
"How
that-
are you doing?" And then they start talking,
But
and then you start thinking about something
I
else.
will agree with you that I think that normally nobody cares, but the idea that you've gotten to a point where you have to write down I actually don't care. I'm just doing it is a sad place to be, and nobody wants to admit to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only you want to admit to that. Only you are at a place where you're like, I'm at a place where I just don't care, and the rest of us are like, we still have a little hope, and
We're
you're like,
still
no.
doing it.
You're an idiot.
Well, no, I know you have to do it, but I'm just telling you
I'm
the truth,
wired
and no
to
one
do it.
cares.
I can't not chirp.
No, I
I've
know.
tried. I've tried to do it. I'm like, I have to fight
That's who
it.
you are.
I've tried some mornings. He'll be here before I get here, and I'll walk in. I did it yesterday, and I walk around quietly, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. How's your morning? That's how I feel.
You know, I'm mad at my sons because they will. I thought they were me, but they'll do better shit than I do. And I'm like, for instance, they'll notice when Crystal changes her hair or whatever, and compliment.
They love
her.
their mommy.
With a compliment, and then Tommy will even do it. Like Tommy,
You look lovely today, mother.
Yeah, he'll be like, your hair looks beautiful today, and then I'm like, what the?
God damn, he said beautiful. That guy's a pro.
Oh yeah,
He's
they
a
notice
pro.
all the. If I wear a dress, they're like,
Mommy's
"Mommy,
wearing
you're
a dress.
wearing
look
a
so
dress. You
beautiful."
look so
Yeah.
nice in that dress. I love that."
And
Yeah.
then I'm like, where'd you learn that?
Dude, if you said that.
Like,
You know where they learned it?
How'd
They
you
learned
notice
it
that?
from
I like
me.
you said it as if it's like they have a Bugatti or something unattainable. You know, you could do that too.
All you have to do is do those things, and
Just
then they're
copy
watching
them.
you, and then they'll just do it.
Just copy them.
So like whenever they're wearing something cute, I say, "You look really nice today in that. I love those pants on you." So then they just do it. You know how they say thank you? With TC and I always talk about, and I'm bragging a little bit, but like I don't have to tell my kids to say thank you. They genuinely feel thankful when somebody does something nice for them, which I love so much. I never taught them to say thank you. I just we just say thank you to them or like to other people.
It's
So
just
they just
commonplace,
learned it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you lead by example, then they
He
just
zoned
do
out. I
those
saw
things.
it.
all I could think
Daniel,
about.
I saw it too.
all I
Did
can
you
think about
zone
is
out?
partying tonight
Yeah, he zoned out.
at
He's
the
like,
nude BDM party.
he's like, oh my.
Thank
Look at the long titties. All the long goes.
All right, let's take a break there.
Okay. My wife said I'm too spicy last night.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
That just means like a couple days I can't be grabbing on her. I
Oh.
grab on her too much.
Yeah, well, I do
Every
that,
night. I want sex every night. And
Yes,
she's
I do
like,
too.
You're an animal. She's like, you're crazy. She's
But
like,
she
give me a
does-
break. I need a break. I'm like, I don't need a break. I'm
But
ready to go.
she doesn't, though.
I'm Pat Mahomes. Put me in.
I have to do all these codes and keep my arm.
I hate that. By the way, I hate
They're
that.
frozen, waiting.
Frozen code. Is
That
the
makes
frozen.
me so. That's such an unattractive thing that you.
Stalking.
I don't know what else
It's like
to
you're
do.
stalking your brain.
You're so. It is, and then I feel
Trying
it.
to
I'm
get the
like,
bushes
"Ugh,
with your braces on.
Please, can you just let
You're
me
like
take
a tiger with braces on.
And then I'm just laying there like a cowboy
I
with
can
my brain
hear-
on, and she's like, "I know what you're waiting for. Quit pressuring me." And then like I'm just sitting here.
I do it too. But what I'll do is I'll grab my wife and then I'll give her little squeezes, right? I'm giving little squeeze or little rubs. That should let you fucking know. If I'm touching your body, that means I want you on top of me.
Right, but why won't you touch her body in any other scenario?
Because I'm not gonna fuck her in the middle of public.
I'm just saying, like
Oh.
it wouldn't be weird. It
Oh,
wouldn't be
you
this
want-
weird
oh,
setup
yeah,
if you
yeah.
just always like, or just like
Yeah, well,
normal.
I don't
Can
like-
you just be normal?
Well, I can't come. A hug doesn't make me come. So.
Yeah. What does that do?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
but
Like you want me to kiss and hug? I can't. That doesn't make me ejaculate. So I ain't got nothing.
Seems like a waste of time, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
What-
the icing.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
Perfectly said. The name of the band, and I think Sam likes this band. I'm not gonna say I know because I don't know nothing. Gogol Bordello. Yeah, good band.
They were
See?
here a few months ago.
Another awesome band that we have the luxury of playing on the show. They have a new single out called Take Only What You Can Carry. We'll be back with more on Mediocre Time right after this. 1-844-TOMNDAN show at tomanddan.com for last minute emails.
Take only that which you can carry. Take the letters.
All right.
Welcome back.
I like that. Yeah, do it.
Welcome back.
Hey, that's,
Tom took a little longer to get his drink today. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Crystal.
Hey, I'm Dan.
Who said you could do the intro?
I did.
I just started. Was that rude?
No, I liked it. You're creative, and I liked.
I mean, I just went for it, guys.
I like your energy today, and
overstepping a little bit.
your
right?
husband is a
slap me around a little bit
This
later.
guy's a stick in the mud.
Hey,
My God, I
it's
wish
gonna get spicy tonight.
Andrea
What's that
would let
Peter
me.
meter swinging at?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Who
what's a
slaps
Peter?
their wife around? Like, what kind of
In the
animal? No, I mean like as
What's
a
she asked you to
abusive.
do?
Oh, as abuse,
that's
abusers.
insane.
That's a
abusers
thing.
do that.
Yeah, it's behind closed doors.
Well, no, like some women like their titties up slapped, where the titties
no.
you slap it up.
Ooh, no,
You're
thank
like,
you.
yeah, you know, it's not really a slap. It's more of a, like you're bouncing it into her own face, you know, like eat your own titty.
I can't even imagine like being mean to you or like telling you like do
Yeah, but you
this.
choked
Well, I'm the abuser in this
You've
relationship.
choked her in her sleep.
I mean, I slap you around.
No, God.
Sometimes
I
I've
bet
got to
he
really
likes
hold
that.
back.
I
from
bet
it.
you're on top of it. He's like, hit me harder.
I'm 10 times stronger than you. I could easily.
Yeah, but
beat you
you'd
up.
never hit me.
No, but I'm just. You know that I'm stronger than you, and I could easily beat you up if I wanted to.
I do know that to be a fact.
All right, that's fine.
I slapped you once, though.
You did. So
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, God, I'm good.
Oh.
The meanest thing Andrea's ever done, she threw a chapstick at me that almost took an eyeball out.
I remember that story.
It was bad. I was pissed.
You ever slapped your husband, Sam?
No.
Oh. Weird.
You ever thrown a chapstick at him? Ever thrown anything at him?
Yeah.
Like a plate or a water balloon? Or
You guys ever fight?
You trash the house or rip the door down?
More of like passive aggressive argumenters.
Okay,
argumenters?
that's
That's
yeah.
not a thing.
That's fine.
You hand him a bill for a Red Bull.
Yeah,
You
like-
bought him
No, we're
some-
on the same page there.
You
We're on
owe
the
me
same page there.
$3, and here's one $3 bill and a silent treatment.
Sam will get a Red Bull receipt at 7-Eleven and then make her husband pay for it. Be like,
That's
you
right,
owe.
50-50, baby.
That's a receipt? Red Bull? All right. Well, what do we got here? Oh, yeah.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I wanna see your topics. Ooh, I wanna also see your bottomics.
Dump 'em Out brought to you by the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Come out early and get those Mo straw hats.
Yes. We've got about 75 of them to give out. And,
Why not 100?
well, he needed some for an event, and then we kept some.
Yeah, I think he
back.
gave some away at the poker event.
Yeah.
that we missed.
Yeah, because you need those at a poker tournament.
Then there
He's
was
giving them away for something.
Yeah, gotta have my straw hat on.
Greg Maloof came by. Gave us.
Oh, you gave Maloof one?
Oh,
I started using it as barter.
here we go.
You brought some pillows by. I'm like, here's a straw hat.
I am so clever. I forced you to tell the truth about the Mo hats.
They're expensive.
They are
They
very
are.
expensive.
And they're super nice.
Yeah.
But
And why does Maloof need one? He's got a Willy Wonka hat. He's the Willy Wonka of mattresses. Have you seen that guy? He's awesome. He's Willy. He's like, you have a pillow and you have a pillow.
So what do we got here? What we talked about some stuff.
Favorite bands changing.
Oh yeah. So I was talking to Sam. I was like, because I mentioned him earlier in the show. Forever, and since I was like a little skateboard kid and a little surfer kid, punk in like, Ormond Beach and DeLand and Daytona and all that area, I loved the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I loved all the albums. The first album I got was the Uplift Mofo Party Plan. And then I got Mother's Milk and Blood Sugar Sex Magic and all these great albums. And then I started to fall out of love with them, really. And like now I've reached a point where if people ask me, like, what's your favorite band? I mean, I guess I would still say them. I would still say, yeah, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I don't know if that's true. And I asked her the same thing. I was like, because Rancid has been her favorite band. Mm-hmm. And, would you...
But it changes, right?
It changes,
Even like when you
yeah.
were a kid, your favorite band or favorite song isn't the same. It changes as you get older. It evolves, I feel like.
I could never name a favorite because I don't feel
Avon
like...
Brothers?
I have seen them more than I've seen anybody else, and I've flown across the country to see them, which I realize sounds like they're my favorite band, but I I don't think they are.
Right.
Like I don't always choose them
It's
over
a weird
something
question
else.
when you get older, right?
Yeah.
And isn't music very dependent on the mood you're
Yeah, the
in
mood.
and the
Yeah.
time
Sure.
and the time frame or like the specific decade you're in and like the time in your life? There's a lot of
and bands change their sound too, and sometimes you don't like the way that they start sounding. You like the older stuff.
Yeah, so
you
like
know?
Chagardi in our Twitch chat room said, I really love the grown-up Chili Peppers. I like that guy in our chat room, but I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. I liked it better when they were immature, like a little more punk rock and a little more funky, and they were talking about and running around with socks in their cocks. Maybe that just reflects that I am a completely immature man. I am for 46. I don't think there's anyone in this room that would disagree with that. 46, I am a fucking man baby. I am an immature person.
also
it keeps you fun.
I guess. I mean, tell that to Andrea. I mean,
old
please.
old Flea looks like a metal scrapper. It looks like a Deltona metal scrapper. I'm like,
or like a captain of a crap
I mean, he's
boat.
always been pretty ghouly.
Yeah, but
well,
he's way
hard
more
living,
ghouly now.
Hard living.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
all those guys are hard living. John Frusciante, hard living.
But when he was in Back to the Future, he was a lot smooth. Now he's an old metal scrapper. What else we got here?
Classic family meals.
Oh, yeah. So I made a classic family meal that was a famous Dennis family classic family meal. And Maisie thinks it is like she said it was disgusting. She can't say that word though, so she says just dusting. She's like, that is disgusting. I don't know why she can't say that word. She
What
turned
was
it? It was okay. So you get boxed. They have to be boxed. Idahoan or Betty Crocker scallop potatoes.
Oh, I'm with her.
Yeah.
With you got to get the I love them. You get it's got the powdered cheese that you mix with the milk, the margarine. And you got to use margarine and water, boiling water. You mix and they're dehydrated like little potato pucks, and you mix it all up. And then what I did is I took Kentucky Legend ham. And I cut the ham into chunks, and I put the ham in like my mom did this, and you put the ham in there, and then you bake it for whatever it says on the package. You pull it out, and it's like a bastardized ham and potato casserole. It's just a casserole.
My mom used to make it. I hated it.
It's
too.
just
I thought it was
potatoes
disgusting too.
And
Your mom
I
used
like
to
that you
make
said
that.
it.
That's
She also made potato and mayonnaise sandwiches for years.
That sounds delicious.
No, it's disgusting.
I like that you're on brand with that.
I'm keeping it now.
Maisie will love that.
I think we were.
I thought it was great.
This made me talking like an old man, but I feel like we were hungrier back then. We're
Less options.
My
I
kids
feel
don't
like.
eat dinner. My kids. My kid, Andrea.
Oh,
double
drunk.
man.
White Claw.
It might as well
Oh,
be.
boy.
I've had one White Claw. Maisie is. She won't eat dinner. Not even a lick. Not a lick of dinner.
my sons are
Does she
like
have a big lunch?
no, they're snacking all day.
Yeah.
Like we have a
Snacking.
snack cabinet.
She gets a
and they're-
full candy bar at the end of the aftercare.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
why. Yeah.
They're eating all day like pretzels and fucking
Yeah, bunch of
snacks.
shit. Yeah, you're right.
And then they're never hungry at dinner. And then they're like, I'm full, whatever. And
God,
then,
when I get home from here, because I starve myself here and I work out all the time, like I eat like a scrapper. When I sit down at the table and it's on my plate, I don't talk to anybody. I just shovel it into my mouth as much as I can get in my mouth, and then I go to bed grumpy.
And when we were kids, we were riding bikes and just running outside, and then we were burning energy.
Yeah.
And so my sons are just sitting in air conditioning,
But like
playing Roblox. Like they're not burning any calories.
Well, this was my goulash. For years, you've talked about goulash, and it hurt my feelings that she didn't want it. You know, like, but mine would have been scalloped potatoes with the ham chunked up in it. So you had goulash. Did anybody else here? And it got me to thinking about it. Does anybody else have?
I mean, do we count just like straight up hamburger helper? Because
Sure.
that happened a lot. Right?
From the box, or you make it from
From the
scratch?
box.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
box
cheaper.
is good. It is way cheaper.
Yeah, it's Florida
Spaghetti,
trash food.
goulash,
Yeah.
chicken and dumplings.
I don't know. I don't have a memory of any.
I remember
anything
lots
like
of
that.
stews.
beanies and weenies.
Yeah, like
My
beef
mom made
stew.
my
Stew,
mom
yeah, a lot of
made
beef
beef stew. A
Lot of
lot
beef
of
stew.
carrots. And
My sons would never eat beef
Rice
stew.
and ground beef. That's it. White rice, ground beef, fried. That's it. Yeah.
rice and ground beef. Oh, that's
Put
on
a little
different-
salt and pepper on it.
That's
That's
on a
it.
different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like orphanage style.
I'm telling you, potato
Yeah.
and mayonnaise sandwiches is an orphanage style. to
Yeah,
you?
that's orphanage style
Uh-huh.
for sure. That's like Little Orphan
Poor.
Annie. Here comes Daddy Warbucks.
I used to eat deviled ham.
I too.
I don't think I know what deviled ham is.
I too. This is a Florida. This is why we're in business together. It's cat food
with Miracle Whip mixed in it, and then a white bread.
It's bright pink.
Oh,
cat food. It's bright pink. It looks like cat food. And my dad,
but Miracle Whip.
Carol, you going to Winn-Dixie? This is him yelling from the back. He's on a white V-neck and he's winding a hose that's covered in mud, and there's mud all over. Carol, you going to Winn-Dixie? Pick up a bag of Wise potato chips. Wise, the blue bag with the fucking owl on it, and some deviled ham. And he'd eat a whole can of fucking deviled ham and a bag of Wise potato chips. He had a heart attack and died.
I'm sorry.
If you do that every day while you're winding a garden hose, you will die. That's facts.
Yeah. Deviled ham. My sons will never eat that shit.
But it's good as fuck. If you and I got a can right now, I'm bringing a can. Write it down. I'm bringing a can next Friday. Next Friday, I'll bring in a can. I'll make us on toast. My dad did it on toast. You do white toast?
No, I did it. You mix it with Miracle Whip into like a cat food paste, and then you spread it on white bread.
Toast,
no, mine was white soft bread. No, you didn't toast
soft
it.
bread.
And then
that's interesting. Dad would do white Wonder Bread toast with a ton of that shit. Oh, it's horrible.
That sounds like I can feel the bread sticking to the roof of my mouth with what you just said.
Yeah, it's a trash.
Also,
sandwich.
I used to eat liverwurst. They would come in some sort of plastic.
Who ate that? You didn't eat that.
Yeah, I ate that when I was a kid, like liverwurst sandwiches, and they had it was square.
It was square,
and
yes.
it had a fat thing,
around
and I take the fat off.
Yeah.
I take the fat ring off the liverwurst.
We live the same Florida trash life. I know exactly what this was.
And then,
Did your moms not make you like chicken marsala?
Chicken marsala. My mom would go. I'd be lucky if my mom would remove the red plastic ring around the bologna that was in my sandwich. Like thick ass bologna too. This bologna's like an inch and a half thick.
Chicken marsala. We don't live in Old Perry. We live in Miami, Florida.
We have Tuddle online too.
I forgot about this.
God. Tuddle, you know your way around a deviled ham sandwich, don't you?
Yes, hell yeah, I do. I mean, come on.
Florida trash.
You gotta go from the out. Yes, I mean, look. You know, one of the most disgusting things that my dad used to eat that I love now is the hog's head cheese.
Hog's head cheese.
Did your dad ever eat that?
No,
man?
that was more my mom's speed. My mom would eat like pickled pig's feet after drinking. She liked this one particular wine you could only get in Virginia called 5-Star wine. If anybody finds any 5-Star, it is your trashiest wine. It's what winos drink. And my mom and her grandma they drink 5-Star, and then they get so hungry because they were drunk, and my dad'd be like, "Carol, you're drunk!" And he'd yell at her. He'd be like, "You're gonna have to suck the fucking walls to find the bedroom." That's what he would say. That was his favorite joke, that she'd have to put her lips on the wall and suck down the walls to find the bedroom because she's so fucking drunk.
Hog's head cheese was the worst because you would like eat it and then you would get like a bit of pig ear, like you get a gnawed up piece of pig ear in the hog's head cheese. It's basically the head of the hog ground up into a cheese.
They boil a pig head.
And it's the fat. It's the fat from the pig's head.
Oh,
hold on.
God damn!
Haven't you ever seen head cheese at the Publix deli?
Yeah, but I thought that's what like boar's head. It was just a brand. I didn't know it's an actual from a hog's head.
It's a hog's head.
It's like meat jelly.
It's like gelatiny with like chunks of meat.
If I boiled you right now, there'd be a scum that would come up.
Scum?
No, that's what it's called. If you make like pho, I make pho sometimes, and you boil the bones, and you get a scum on the top, and you have to take that off, and then the rest is the fat, right? And that's all it is the fat. I think it's the fat that rises to the top. But you got to get that scum off the top.
How does it come packaged?
It's in the
formed.
Of cheese.
They form it into a block.
And then
it's like Spam, like a block of mush.
And then it's a block of meat gelatin.
And then what do you put it on bread?
You slice it. You put it on whatever you want.
Yeah.
Ugh.
My dad liked pimento cheese with it. Hog's head cheese and pimento cheese mixed together on just 2
You
pieces
should bring some of that out to the beach party.
Bread.
You should bring some hog's head cheese out to the beach party.
So
and I'm coming out there, and it's going to be a great time. I have not been out. Party Tuddle might come back out.
You gonna rock a Speedo? You rocking a Speedo?
If I get you a Miller Lite and 4 ecstasy tabs, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Bet your ass.
No,
let's
dude,
go.
In the dead heat, I will.
No, Tuddle, you haven't been drinking, right? You've been sober?
Yes, I've been sober. Oh, what are you questioning me now?
No. He was actually
Tom.
asking.
I'm just saying that because I don't want you to
fall off the wagon.
Yeah, on our beach
I'm
party.
ready to throw it away for a good time. Let's get back into the 90s. Tom, you never got to experience that. So let's just get after it. I could throw about 3 or 4 years of sobriety out the window to live the good old days, the heydays. Me and you, Tom, partying our asses off. I'll get you some Transformer double stacks. You take 2. I'll take 2.
What does that mean?
We may overheat.
Tuddle is the only person I've ever known that, like, we big talk on this show, but Tuddle's the only person I've ever known that would actually be handed any pill and he would just eat it.
Well,
and it was scary.
Tuddle, he's bringing his kids out. I don't think he's going to be partying too much.
Oh, okay.
I will say
let them
that
watch. Let them watch. Let them watch.
I never experienced really the true party with the listener.
Is that what you wanted? Is that why you want to go to the clothing optional party? Is so you can?
Well, Tuddle has back in the
Tuddle
day.
fucked some listeners' wives.
Come on.
And husbands.
But Tuddle back in the day.
There was a time in Fort Myers, man. We were going down some really sketchy areas. That had these real deep trenches.
Tuddle had some threesomes. Tuddle had some threesomes with multiple women that worked for other radio stations. That's a true story.
So,
isn't it, Tuddle?
I thought I was going to get stabbed in the neck by a chick's boyfriend because she was dry hunching me while maybe I had 3 digits in certain areas. And they were all watching the whole time. Thank God they did not have smartphones back then.
Well, that's the thing.
Tuddle was a king of fingering people's wives.
Come on. There's nowadays I think that time's over because
Because
the smartphones,
wives
everybody's
still get fingered.
You got to put your phones in the fishbowl.
No, they don't do that. If we showed up at the BDM, so Tuddle, they're doing this BDM pre-party, and we've had some invites or whatever. But if we show up there and we get crazy, there's going to be videos of me on the BDM page.
You'll be the first one to be videoed.
Exactly.
Yeah. You get your dick out, you're stroking it.
Tom,
back in the 90s, there was
Tom,
no video.
You got to get over that. You got to get over it. Can I speak freely on this one?
Yeah,
yes.
You're fine.
We're good to go.
Maybe.
All right. I just want to make sure because, like, I used to be that guy, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want my nude body on camera. You know what? I got over that shit real quick working with Bubba the Love Sponge over there because once you got a guy that's trying to, like, stuff your anus with a butt plug like it's a cannon, like a Civil War cannon, while you got cameras in front of you and behind you and getting the undercarriage shot like it's a goddamn porno and stuff, you get over that shit real quick.
Yeah, well, Tom
So
hasn't
grow
done
up,
that.
Grow a sack, and it's so what? Who cares?
Why does
Someone cares.
A gorilla stack.
I can't. Hold on.
What's a gorilla stack?
I can't, so say our guest is an intern that works here or a part of the show, or like Travis, right? I'm stuffing his butthole filled with something.
I wouldn't have done that.
I can't do that.
I'll make you stuff your own butthole.
I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, where did you go wrong in life? You cannot tell me you would not like to be doing that. You say you love and miss 90s radio, but when it comes to it, you bow out when it's right in front of you.
Oh, so Tuds is saying you're a big talker, but when it comes to stuffing your intern's anus with whatever, you're out.
Would he actually do it with his own hands?
That's true.
Or would he make you do it?
Yeah, or would he make one of his lackeys, like he's got a little person, midget person, like stuffing?
He used one of those really hard, not one of those cheap wiffle ball bats, a solid wiffle ball bat. So his hand never touched it. He was like jamming it in.
Wait, so he would, but who would put it there to begin with? Like, would he gently place it there and then use the wiffle ball bat to stuff it?
I started it by sitting on it. I know that sounds really bad.
How did this phone call end up this way?
I got it started, and then they plunged it the rest of the way in with the yellow wiffle ball bat.
But why is this good radio? Like, who? Do the listeners like it? Like, who?
Sounds like they were just into torturing Tuddle.
Did the
I don't know why I'm
listeners,
laughing.
when you were listening to it, did the Buffalo's listeners like, yes, yes? What was it?
By the way, you want to know the most embarrassing? It was like one of the last weeks they were on Sirius LA radio, and Howard Stern was on the phone while this was being done. So
you have the king of what you want to do listening to you get your butthole stuffed.
What was Howard Stern doing? Like, he's got 500 million.
Yeah, but he was always like, I think he would always like, he would say like, he would like, oh, that's great radio, but then he'd be like, man, what are those white trash Florida cracker people down in Tampa, Florida?
This is a very Florida thing. Yeah, this is very Florida.
Yeah. Although Howard Stern did a little bit of that, like they poop in a diaper.
For some reason, ours seems trashier with the wiffle ball bat.
Yeah, I don't think they ever went full on musket stuffing on your butthole with a wiffle ball bat.
Yeah,
but again,
it's
why?
too far.
Hold on, well, why?
Everything looks a little trashier here.
Why did that even happen? Like they were talking about current events.
Well, it goes back to what I talked about. They ran out of things to say, like we're at, and one day they walked in there like I do, and they're like, "Look, I have nothing to say anymore. I'm out of things to say." And they're like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And he's like, "Well, I got some rags, and I got this wiffle ball bat. So bring in the intern, and I'll stuff the rags in his ass, and we'll really musket him in."
We had this really shady sales guy. They called him the sales ferret. The sales ferret brought this one. It was like, oh, this online sex toy place. They got these new line of blow up butt plugs and stuff. And
blow up, inflatable, just like your kayak.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
so, like, I helped us seal about $3,000 worth of sales.
That's not a lot of money. I mean, we just paid $800 to see Steve Martin. I'm doing the math.
Yeah, hard to stuff your butt. But so, all right, Tuddle. Now, but you gotta feel.
I'm just saying, I'm coming. What?
Heyo.
Why'd you say
Are we
that?
on with Bubba? I'm sorry.
Are we live on live?
No, we're not live on live. We're not live on live. I just got done hiring a bunch of minorities for one of my hiring events. So, okay, sorry. I'm just saying, it's great. We're an equal opportunity employer.
Okay, just stop, man.
He's freaking out. He's like, oh, they can't see my butthole, so I have to go minority. So, Tuddle, now this is the problem, though, because when you show up, this, like, Carl Tully's going to be there.
He wants a lady. He's coming to the beach party.
Like, are you going to hook me up? Can you hook me up with a lady?
Camel Girl.
Well, Camel Girl's Seth's friend. I don't know where.
She's single?
We're paying. I got to pay $250.
That's too much, dude. My
What
God.
the hell?
Wait,
Again,
that's how much
Steve Martin is $800. You're paying a fucking Camel Girl $250.
That's not enough. That's my opinion.
Well, she just stands there for an hour.
Oh my God, it's some beach rat that's just gonna stand there with her ass out.
We're just gonna have a million pictures.
I got locally where this event's going to be at. I got more pull than Seth or Camel Girl,
That's
and
true.
I'm coming out for free. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, what are you going to do for me? Like,
We'll get you laid.
It's not like I'm giving you a ride or anything. Is it okay for me to text out the address and everything, because I want to make sure that a lot of people are coming out and my people can see me and
party,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, it's for mediums only.
I'd appreciate it if you don't do
that. So I'm worried about you because our listeners are going to want to party with you, and then next thing you know,
you got cocaine up your nose.
Pressure you.
Someone handshake you, some
I wasn't
sort of drugs.
a cokehead. I was an alcoholic. I was an alcoholic, not a cokehead. So I could do that.
No, I'm just saying. Then all of a sudden I hear stories the next day.
He's a grown ass man. Let him make his own decision.
But
I'm sick of being everybody's fucking babysitter.
Yeah, but Tuddle's got his life together more than any other time I've
I
ever
am
known
very
him.
proud of him. He's doing great.
You're doing well.
He's making more money than he's ever made.
You're hustling with your show. You didn't go back to radio. All these things that are positive. You got a nice place.
Yeah.
You're making money.
Equal opportunity.
I don't want to be the catalyst to all of a sudden you're partying with some BDMs on the beach, and next thing you know, I hear from a BDM cop that you're panhandling in front of a gas station in Daytona.
We've heard these before. Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh no!
We get these reports. Then your Facebook's nothing but pictures of you in the hospital with a mask on.
I really don't care. Dude, I've been saving up so much money now. Like I'm gonna go to the ATM and do a withdrawal and get like what my balance is, so I can like chill it off and everything.
Okay.
Camel Girl would love what I got right there. I'm just saying.
$8,000 there, baby.
No,
It's less
screw
than
that. I got mine.
It's 1,800 bucks. So
Whatever.
Oh,
I got more in mine than you do right now.
No.
Why do you always try to cut me down?
I'm
Why
just
do you always
joking.
do that? No, you always try to cut me down, Tom, because, look, you
I
really
didn't
don't
plan
give
on
a
this going
fuck
this way,
about
by the
me.
way.
Let's be honest.
He's going off
It
script.
always goes this
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
They always end up hating
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other.
I
and
did have to
arguing.
throw Yeah, he's off script.
No, you're throwing a beach ball out there. You're going to go and empty your bank account. What am I going to say?
You don't care about me. I'm not even worried about that bank account thing, Tom, but you're acting like, I don't want you to throw away your sobriety. You would love more than anything if you heard that I fell off the wagon, I lost everything.
He does enjoy that. I will say.
I don't
say.
enjoy that.
No, you would. Tom, you don't give a fuck about me. You would love it like if I...
Did you know Crystal was here, Tuddle? You haven't talked to her in a while.
Hey, Crystal,
Hi.
like, I really sometimes I just think that Tom is just a little backhanded sometimes. I'm not saying anything bad about him. He's a great father and stuff, and he should only care about himself, but, like, he's a Johnny-come-lately. Like, he really does not give a fuck about me. What do you think? Does he make fun of homeless
I would
people?
agree with that. I think that's pretty accurate.
I'm the one telling you that you shouldn't get drunk and throw away your sobriety tomorrow, and I don't want to be.
Hey, look, I'm not going to tell
you.
you what to do. You're a grown-ass man. You do whatever you want to. You remember
Yeah,
who supports you.
let me have a good time. Let me have a good time, Tom.
Are you staying out there?
Like
You can stay in my room.
I'm feeding my mom. I'm feeding my mom through a tube into her stomach every
Oh my
single
God,
day.
he's getting real serious
Tom,
now.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry, Tom. I want to get out and I want to cut loose a little bit.
Let the man come loose a little bit,
I
Todd.
wonder if Tuddle could ever have.
Did I make you uncomfortable?
Yeah,
Tom?
you did.
Yes.
You did. You got him. You got him. You did.
I wonder if he could ever, if like me and Tuddle could ever have just a businessman conversation without these
We
grandiose.
can, but you don't take me. You don't take me seriously.
This
Every
is both
time I try
serious
to be
and fake at the
serious,
same
you-
time. It's awesome.
No, you say I don't take you seriously. I'm just joking around with you. Then you go ultra.
You never take me seriously.
You go ultra
You never take me
90s,
seriously.
and then the butt plugs, the minorities. And then I'm trying to I'm just like, hey, thanks for coming to the beach party.
Then right when he resets you, he goes feeding
But-
tube and he resets your brain.
Then you go ultra personal.
And Tom,
Yep.
Tom, if I'm being honest, the only way I can ever get your attention is when I basically go to the 90s route. Like you don't perk up. It's like, the Tyrannosaurus Rex that can't hunt you or see you until you move. You don't see me or hear me until I go 90s.
Oh my God, that's
It's
how Crystal
funny.
and I
Yeah, I
feel.
was just gonna say,
That's how we
am
feel.
I talking? Because
That's how we feel too.
It feels like you're speaking from my heart.
No.
Yeah, from my true core. I agree with you, Crystal. We all just want you to
Listen,
care about us, man.
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah, we're
No,
more
what is that?
together than we are
just
apart.
need to work together to crack that shell.
No, there's no shell. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it was just.
We gotta crack
just
your
waiting until I die with everybody else.
Thank you, Tuddle. Great job, buddy.
I'll see
All
you
right,
tomorrow.
Sorry, guys, but I'll be there tomorrow. What time should I be there, Tom? I want to be there when you get there so I can, follow your every move
Noon.
and step. I want to.
Just get there at
Yeah,
noon.
well, I would gotta be there at 9:30. I got a bunch of boxes and stuff.
Okay, then I'll be there. What type of breakfast sandwich do you want at 9?
Oh,
that's
Well,
sweet.
that cheese sandwich.
Can you
That's
help me
sweet.
carry some boxes? Because I got some
You
boxes
better
at
pay
10.
him if you're asking him to help you.
I got a straw hat.
No, Tom does not have to
I
pay
got
me.
3 Motorwood straw hats.
No, Tom does not have to pay me. I would help him just out of pure friendship.
Oh, I love it. Follow him to hell.
Something's
Okay, yeah. I
something's
hung up
up.
on him. I hung up on him. Okay.
That'll
I don't trust him. Something's he'll be dressed as something. He'll fall out of something. The butt plug returns. Something's happening. But I'm glad he's coming out. Who else is coming out? You didn't give me the rundown. Is Janet Banana coming out?
I think we invited everybody. So we'll see who. I mean, hopefully Seth shows up with the camel girl he promised. I have no idea. I have to go remind me to get cash after. Because every time I do these things, I'm like, oh God, I have to write him a big business check.
Did we want to talk about that? Is there a change in Camel Girl?
Yeah, but he said he promised me he got another Camel Girl.
I haven't seen her though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just said if she shows up, I'll pay her.
Well,
and then he said $250. I was like, God.
What if it's not good though?
That's I'm worried about disappointing.
I feel weird that we're being forced to you get what you get and you don't feel fit, and I don't.
Well, that's the only option.
My original idea was to bring back the original Camel Girl, which is Tiffany. She's back in town.
I know.
No,
we should have just had her.
Yes,
we did talk about it.
Yeah, we can have her hold both of her babies over her titties.
She's not gonna do that.
I know.
She might. You didn't ask. It's promotion
Don't
for her new
shoot
bar.
me down.
You could run it say promotion for your new bar.
Well, I think next year we're going to do the BDM Beach Party at Tiffany's new bar.
Well, wait a minute. Then we can make it a private event.
Well, then
it's like a little more Carlos and Charlie's. We can do anything we want. And that's when you get me running around. I'm table-sized guacamole. I'm blowing a whistle.
Yeah.
The girls are taking their titties out.
Although we have this reputation that our listeners are party animals.
Well, Sam got invited to a clothing optional cocaine party.
But I think they're a lot of big talk.
I don't know, man. I've partied on the cruise with some of these people. They're animals.
Are they? Yeah. I never see it. Why don't I see it?
You go to bed early.
Yeah.
Or you're in the casino.
Yeah,
it's
a gambling addiction.
He doesn't know how to pace himself, so he starts drinking too early, and then he's out early.
Well, when are we supposed to start drinking?
Like 9.
No, oh my God, 9 p.m.?
Yeah.
I'm in bed by then.
And everybody else is shit-faced. So I'm sober, and I start
all right, guys, I'm ready to rip
That's
it
when
up.
you hit the cocaine.
I've never done that.
You got to enjoy your
much.
day nice and clear, and then you get loose at night. That's how you're supposed to do it.
No.
What else is on this list?
All right.
Drones hassling homeless people.
Oh, I saw that on TikTok. And it seems mean, but you got to see it.
But we support it.
I imagine the only video I saw was a drone hovering over a tent, and then a homeless man stumbles out, mad, and
get out of here!
And he starts throwing stuff at the drone, and it's just like zzz, going up every time, and then it's just hassling him as he's stumbling around throwing stuff at it. And I was like, "Is this the future? Is this future bum fights? That is where nerds with drones hassle homeless people." And then put the video on TikTok.
I would watch that.
I'm just saying, it's on there, and it's
bums hate drones.
They do. They're throwing stuff at the drone, and it's not like the drone is really doing anything. It's just hovering above him.
What if it did though? What if you gave the bums guns? Right now, I'm not saying shotguns. That's not fair. A regular pistol. Where you got to have some skill to shoot the thing out of the
just
sky.
Spinning around with
then
it.
Well, he's throwing his pee-pee bucket at it.
It's in an arena. Okay, that's fair. You get the pee-pee bucket, but then we got to give the drone some weapons.
Yeah. Get the drone some sort of paintball gun.
Yeah, do something.
Then
pepper
it becomes
spray
cruel.
or something. Pepper spray.
Nothing
that'll kill him. Just mildly, just something that'll just irritate him enough to put him back in his cage and do it again tomorrow.
But he's just hovering above the drone's bum's tent.
At this point, what else is he gonna do? I know everybody's, we gotta rehabilitate him, get him back into society. The easiest way to do that is through a series of twisted games using drones. Easiest way to do it.
What's the Jerry Seinfeld photo shoot?
Oh.
Sam.
Oh yeah, so I speaking of TikTok, I came across this on TikTok. He did a photo shoot for Kith, and it is nothing like you would ever see Jerry Seinfeld actually wearing. He's trying to look hip.
It's Kith?
Kith, Kith.
What is that? A clothing brand?
Yes, correct.
Right. And it's a what is it? A social media commercial or something like that? Or?
No. He did an actual photo shoot. I think for I think they probably posted on their social media. It might have been in a magazine too.
Is this a joke?
No, it is not.
Is he endorsing?
This is dead ass.
It's real.
He's their new spokesperson.
So
hold on.
Is this like he owns part of the company, or
no?
did they
just
him?
hired him to be a model.
And so he's modeling. What is? Okay. All right.
So if you look at it, I've got it up at twitch.tv/TomandDanLive. You can see this. It's like a series of almost like urban wear or street wear Like a lot of it based around the Mets and like kind of baseball. He's got a sweatshirt.
The store's based in New York City.
Like Queens, a lot of like New York iconography.
It is odd.
Listen, even if it's not Jerry Seinfeld, those clothes are ugly. Those clothes are really ugly.
Well, they're.
Am I too old to think those are cool?
Well, it's not your vibe.
It's not your vibe,
I could see I could see Black Thought.
It looks like a tapestry.
The rapper from The Roots. I could see Talib Kweli. I'm trying to. I could see. I'm trying to think of people that if I could see Common. If Common were wearing Common, he's an older black guy, right? I'm not saying that only black guys could wear this clothes, but it does look that type of streetwear. I don't think Jerry Seinfeld. I think
so. You're saying it looks extra ugly on the model that they chose.
Well, it just doesn't fit.
It seems odd.
It doesn't fit
for
his
Jerry
vibe.
Seinfeld.
When I look at him, I think like, oh, you wear like a polo and some jeans and some Reeboks.
Big white Seinfeld.
Yeah, big
He's
Reebok.
68 years old. It doesn't seem
right.
like
He's wearing Air Max 95s here.
There's a reason why we say big white Seinfelds is because we're making fun of Jerry Seinfeld. It's it's like saying, oh, that chain you have around your neck is very Flavor Flav. People know what that means.
Well, I'll give you this. Like the Mets hat, yes. The what appears to be a kind of like a Yankees-esque baseball jacket, sure. I can see him wearing that. Everything else other than the Queen sweatshirt and those other two items I mentioned, I can't see him wearing ever.
No.
But those three
and
items,
that's the thing.
I'll
If it was somebody who dressed like this all the time, it wouldn't be a big deal if it was a 68-year-old white man. But it's Jerry Seinfeld. And it's like, well, we know this isn't what you wear, Jerry. Like, it's weird, right?
It is weird that
it's
he
weird,
would agree.
But some people are thirst trapping over it.
I never
looks good, though.
would have heard of this
What
company.
does that mean?
If it weren't. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I never would have heard of this if it weren't for us talking about Jerry
me neither.
Seinfeld.
It just came up on Instagram. I saw it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's brilliant,
But are the people that know who Jerry Seinfeld, like who he is, are they buying these clothes?
Some people are, yeah.
Because they're most likely middle-aged people, right? So is this how middle-aged people...
Some of those items they would buy, because I could see you having some loyalty to your favorite comedian and thinking, oh, I like him, and he's New York, and I'll buy this, and I could see that.
I know very few people around me that are like fashion sensitive and like
I used to be more than I am now. I used to be like really into it.
Like none of my friends like have any sort of fashion sense. Maybe Andres and Leanne, like they're maybe the only
more
ones.
Like pop culture.
Yeah.
I don't see him wearing like a lot. I used to have friends that were like top designers, and Andrea still has one friend that would like, she is still like, her friend Danielle is still like always like dressed to the 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Like always the finest. And what's in this year? Oh, well, she's always on the trend. Yeah. I left that when we started this company, all that was left behind.
It's just t-shirts and shorts and sandals and Florida dad.
I hate that though. I'm not happy about it. I wish that, occasionally.
We don't have the climate to dress nice either, too.
Don't.
Like, you need to live in New York to have, like, layers of cool clothes and pants and shoes and shit. We're fucking sweltering hot swamp here.
That's true.
So what else? We can't wear this shit. It's too hot.
100% true.
You wear a shirt and the tiniest shorts you
and
can
I
find.
went through that phase where I'd buy like a Burberry tie or a Burberry like an Oxford sweatshirt, like really, really cool combination to wear, and I'd wear it one time, I'd sweat my ass off in some stinky club, I'd be like, I'm never wearing that again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So t-shirts are fine.
Well, it becomes a point where you're like, who am I doing this for? Like, I guess if you really
used to
care
enjoy
about
it. Like, I still love like high-end like leather goods, and like if I were a girl, I'd have so many handbags. Like, I bought myself a nice wallet this year because I needed one, and I bought here, I'll show it to you. I bought like a Mont Blanc wallet, and it's high-end. It's fashion, like it's
you've
blue.
Always been
it's very. I've always loved little. It's got like a little zipper.
What do you do? You've had multiple those fancy wallets, right?
Yeah.
Do you have them like sitting?
Yeah, I
in
keep
a drawer?
them all. When they wear out, I still keep. I can't part with them.
Well, give me your old one. So I could have a fancy wallet.
Well,
I was just sitting there.
You're just gonna turn it into George Costanza.
Yeah, it's frayed. Like some of them are fraying.
Like, if you gave me your old wallet and then you saw what I did to it, would it bother you?
It would. It would very much bother me. Your wife, she's like,
but you gave it to
you can't do that. You can't do that. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, just got to give him the Swiss Army brand.
I'll stuff it through receipts and it'll be coins in there.
I love it, though, but I hate the fact, though, that I feel like time has robbed me of, like, because you can still run a business, you can still have kids and do all of that. I don't know why there's a lot of stuff, like even being like the way I'm setting up my garage now, the way that I clean my cars now, like I'm getting back into things that like gave me, they gave me joy. A lot of that was like pulling back from the drinking, which I know I'm slightly back to it now, but like, before it was like my hobby. It was like, I'm going to drink and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to drink until I can't drink anymore. That is my hobby.
Yeah, that's fun.
It is fun. It really is, but it's...
Until the next day.
Yeah, and then the next day it's not good. So
but
now
wait until 6 p.m. tonight.
Like, I'm all into the pressure washers and the foam cannons and the different soaps and lubrications and drying aids and all this obsessed garage bullshit. I'm all into it. It's great. It's awesome.
So you sit in the garage tinkering with your stuff.
Yeah, that's how you become an old man.
I'm there. And I have a desk in there. The whole thing is clean.
You have a desk in your garage?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Are you playing solitaire on it yet?
Pretty damn close.
On your gateway?
Oh, my gateway.
It's coming.
Pretty damn close.
Listen, if you told 22-year-old Tom Vann how much joy 40-year-old Tom Vann would get going to Lowe's on a Sunday morning, then I'd get myself.
These long-ass texts I get from him on a Sunday morning, I can tell that you're just doing it as you're walking into Lowe's. Good day. It's all happy. Hello, Daniel. Salutations. It's Tom. I'm like, he's happy.
Oh, man.
I like to sleep in on the weekends, and I'll wake up, and it's quiet in the house.
He's gone, yeah.
He's gone, but the kids are there. And I just look at his location, and it's always Lowe's.
But I feel the crow looking at
crows and Lowe's.
Yeah, it's like your ears are
crows nose Lowe's.
My ears start burning. I'm like, she's looking at my location.
The three-eyed raven.
She knows I'm
three-eyed
here.
raven knows you're at Lowe's.
All right, let's get out of here. So, Sam, where do you have any shows this weekend?
Yeah, we have you heard about this one coming out on this Sunday. It's Derek's episode. We will be talking about how Lady Gaga is a murderer.
So you're recording that Sunday?
Is she from Sacramento?
It was pre-recorded. We're just releasing it Sunday. But one more time before we leave, I just want to make sure that we promote everything we got coming out. We have the pre-sale for the Warning Track, which is the Mediocre Tar flat brim hat, the Mediocre Tar curved brim snapback hat, the Mediocre Tar red shirt, and there's also a bundle package. Also, we have a pre-sale for the Tom and Dan Eric Pabone designed Halloween-themed black shirt. It also will run for 3 weeks. Make sure you get that in within these 3 weeks.
Super limited on that Halloween shirt.
Yeah, and it's pre-sale only. And make sure you try and get that now so that you get it in time for Halloween. And then, we have the tank tops, the new BDM shirt, the new straw hats for adults and kids, the dry bag, beer tube, new headbands, and Pint coming out tomorrow at the beach party. And they will be on the merch site on Monday with whatever's left.
Love it.
Big thank you to thedangerbrain.com for designing
Great
all
job,
our stuff.
guys.
And
well done.
They came up with some new Bad at Business Beer Fest logos, and we're going to use
we got a new little mascot this year. We got Buddy to look out for. Our Bud.
If you're a company or need some branding, thedangerbrain.com. They're great. And we'll do a BDM show on Monday. We'll talk about the beach party. What else we got? Beer Fest, November 19th.
Indeed.
Sofa and Suds, November 20th. I may be doing a little get-together at Toll Road Brewing and a Coe.
I'll go with you. Did anybody snatch up the Air T&D for Halloween?
I don't know.
Check it out.
Did that get booked yet?
Pretty sure it did, yeah.
Oh, for Halloween night?
Oh, man.
It might not be on Halloween night.
I was trying to get Andrew. I'm trying to figure out a way to either. I'd rather a listener get it, truthfully. But
also, I'm trying to organize a Tom and Dan / BDM meetup out at Johnny's on September 17th because Jeff Howe will be playing out there at Johnny's.
I would love to come out to that.
We're going to be talking to Jeff Howe next week.
What night is that?
It's a Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, next Saturday. And then Thursday, September 29th, Mo DeWitt is putting on a comedy show at Tuffy's Music Box, and Ross McCoy is going to be the host, and a lot of our friends will be out there.
I think both the Rosses are there. I think you have Paget, McCoy, Ross Paget, Sabrina is going to be out there.
I'm sure you can get tickets.
Ryan Holmes going to be out there.
At themusicbox.com or Tuffy's Music Box. If you go online, you can get tickets there.
Yeah, and it all goes to Yellow Brick Road Foundation as well.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mo is great about putting together these charity events, and he does a lot for the community, so it's awesome. All right, BDMs.
You know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted when somebody's doing that. This has no reflection on anything we were saying.
I see you want to do it.
Every time Tom's like, just remember, and you do it with a lot of people. We've got Josh from Guardian Water. He does a lot with Yellow Brick Road. We've got Mo does a lot with Yellow Brick Road. Steve White from Porky's. He does a lot of charity stuff. But every time you say it, and you're like, Steve from Porky's does a lot for charity, I want to be like, no, he doesn't. And I always want to say it. I always want to
it's so
goddamn liar.
I've never heard that.
It's so hard for me to be serious about anything. I want to make fun of everything.
I want to make fun
everything.
of everything. Yeah, okay.
Well, don't forget about the Bart Merrick team.
Oh, okay.
Can't make fun of them.
Dragged me in here for 2 hours of my life. You gotta give me a plug.
That give you an opportunity.
Murphy.
Like,
Did you say Jesus Murphy? Because that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You get free advertising. That's worth some money there.
Yeah, but you gotta say what I'm advertising.
You didn't say one half of the
advertising my
team.
fantastic personality.
Yeah, you
No, but
didn't
they
say
know.
you didn't say the most charismatic member of the Bart Merrick team.
No, you just said my wife.
No, our listeners know the whole thing. So it's like,
What if there's one new guy out there?
Yeah.
No,
And he didn't know
I'm
the
who
new
I
guy.
was.
Who's that beautiful sounding voiced woman on the radio right now? I'm the new guy. I'm also the murderer in San Francisco. Sacramento, sorry.
I will give $100 cash to anybody
Don't do that.
is like can prove to me that this is the first time they've
How would
listened
they
to the
prove
show.
that?
Well, I have
I forgot. Always the impossible.
I mean, all what our
$100.
listener needs to do is go find somebody that's never heard the show and say, like, hey, listen to this. And then they'll listen to it and be like, okay, I found this person. They'd never listened to it.
No, but it's got to be legitimately they listen to our show for the first time. This particular episode.
Is there
it
a
got to
time
the end.
limit? What if somebody downloads this show like 3 years from now?
That's fine, as long as they prove to me that this is the first show.
They don't know who the Bart Merrick team is,
and they don't know anything. This is the first podcast they've listened to ever.
Well, hold on now.
$100.
That's an impossible. Now, come on.
Remind me to go to the bank.
Listen, BartTheRealtor.com.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.